The classroom was filled with a faint burnt smell, mixed with chalk dust and the nervous sweat of the students. In the class of Class 3, Grade 2, Magic High School, Teacher Gu Wan, wearing a straight blue robe, stood solemnly on the podium, tapping the blackboard with the wand in his hand, making a crisp, pop sound. Listen up, you little bastards. We are practicing basic fireball skills today. If anyone dares to lose control and react, get out of here and copy the magic rules 100 times. The more than 40 students in the class remained silent, staring directly at the palms of their hands. There was a buzz in the air, and a small flame appeared in someone's palm, flickering like an awkward candle. Qin Feng sat in the last row, with his neck curled up and cold sweat dripping from his forehead. He is recognized as a magic loser by his class. He has been slow to awaken his talent and is ridiculed by his classmates as an empty-handed magician every day. Lin Yuyan in the front row, a class beauty with long hair like a waterfall, glanced at him contemptuously, her red lips twitching slightly. Some people should stop being embarrassed, lest they turn themselves into roast pigs. Li Xiu, the best friend next to him, came over and complained in a low voice, "Brother Feng, why hasn't your palm moved? Are you really going to turn into a pig head?" "Huh, pig-headed Qin Feng, it makes me happy to hear it." Qin Feng rolled his eyes and lowered his voice, "Shut up, you cheater, your fireball burned my sleeve last time, do you have the nerve to say that?" He felt weak, his palms were empty, the fireballs of the classmates around him had begun to buzz, and the heat wave hit his face, and the temperature of the classroom rose sharply. Teacher Gu Wan's gaze swept across the class like a hawk, and suddenly locked on Qin Feng. "Qin Feng. You, get up and demonstrate." The whole class burst into laughter, someone whistled, and someone slapped the table. "Come on, useless. Teacher, this guy can't even light a fire." Lin Yuyan covered her mouth and snickered, her eyes turned into crescent moons. "Oh, there's something good going on now." Qin Feng blushed to the root of his neck, stood up, his legs were weak, and he squeezed his palms hard. Boom. A fireball bigger than a basketball exploded out of thin air, and the red flames roared like a dragon, lighting up the entire classroom instantly. The heat wave came like a tsunami, and the students' eyes were as wide as copper bells. Some people screamed, "What the hell, what kind of monster fireball is this?" The fireball shot straight towards the blackboard. Teacher Gu Wan's face turned pale. He waved his wand to block it, but was a step too late. Boom. The backlash is coming. Qin Feng felt a sharp pain in his head, as if he was hit by a hammer, and there was a pop sound on the top of his head, and it swelled up. His head expanded at a speed visible to the naked eye, his skin became red, his ears became fat, his nose became flat, and his whole head swelled like a pig's head. "Ah! My head!" Qin Feng held his head and screamed, his voice buzzing like a pig. But it's not over yet. The out-of-control fireball flew through the air like a wild horse, smashing into the first row of tables. Bang! Sawdust flew, the table legs broke, and flames flew everywhere, instantly igniting Lin Yuyan's textbook. "My notes!" Lin Yuyan screamed and jumped up, her skirt was burned to the corners and black smoke was rising. The whole class exploded, some rolled to extinguish the fire, others ran away with their heads in their arms, screams and laughter mixed together. "Hahaha, pig heads blowing up the classroom. The backlash is too strong." The boys in the back row went crazy with joy. "Qin Feng, are you an upgraded version of the fireworks show?" The fireball continued to run wild and hit the blackboard. With a sizzling sound, the blackboard melted into molten iron, dripping, and the smell of burning permeated the entire space. Teacher Gu Wan was overturned by the aftermath of the explosion. Her robe was covered with dust and her hair was a mess. She got up with a gray face and red eyes. Who did this? Stand up for me." Tables and chairs flew across the classroom, a table with broken legs hit the window, and the glass shattered with a crashing sound, and the fragments fell like rain. Smoke and dust filled the air, and the visibility was less than 1 meter. The students were coughing frequently. Some people were laughing and running. "Help, the pig-headed devil is here." Li Xiu was the first to react. He wiped the black ash on his face and pointed at Qin Feng with wide eyes. "Teacher. It's Qin Feng. He just told me that he was going to prank me to get revenge on you for punishing him for copying books last time. He must have overloaded the fireball on purpose." The whole class turned to Qin Feng, and the swollen pig's head stood out in the smoke, like a cartoon balloon. Lin Yuyan was so angry that she stamped her feet and her pretty face twisted. "Qin Feng. You pervert. My textbook is a limited edition magic notebook. Can you afford to pay for it? Deliberately blowing up the classroom to pretend to be a pig to win sympathy?" The girls around her echoed, "Yes. A pig-headed bully. How insidious." Passing students had gathered outside the corridor. When they heard the explosion, they swarmed in and looked around. "Wow, class 3 of the 3rd year exploded. I heard it was Qin Feng's good-for-nothing who turned into a pig's head and exploded. Haha, pig-headed bully. Upload a magic video." The flash of the mobile phone lit up. Click, click, Qin Feng's pig head shape. It was instantly photographed, and the campus chat group exploded. "Emergency. The bomb pig head is infested, and the classrooms of classes 2 and 3 are in ruins. Qin Feng is playing an S-level prank, and teacher Gu has collapsed." The news spread like wildfire, and thousands of students in the school knew about it instantly. Some people laughed so hard that they beat the ground. "This pig head is so classic, the #1 joke in school history." Qin Feng shook his head and shouted innocently, "It's not me. This is backlash. I lost control when I woke up. I don't know anything." His voice became humming and muffled due to swelling, like a pig's grunt. The whole class laughed, and someone imitated, "Buzz, buzz, backlash, pig head, pig head." Teacher Gu Wan was so angry that his staff trembled, and his gray face twitched. "Backlash? What a liar. The strength of your fireball technique is S-level, how can ordinary students get this ability? Deliberately playing a prank, blowing up the classroom, you will be suspended from class for a month. No, 2 months. Qin Feng squeezed out of the classroom with a pig's head on his head, and the students passing by pointed, "The pig's head is coming. Run. Bully, get out of the campus." Li Xiu followed, adding fuel to the fire. "Brother Feng, your operation is awesome, S-level fireball. But the shape of the pig's head, absolutely." Qin Feng was so angry that he snorted, "You're a bastard. You didn't help me explain, but you pushed me into the fire pit." Lin Yuyan came from behind and glared, "Explain. Your pig head is the evidence." Qin Feng's heart was in turmoil. When he woke up like an ordinary good-for-nothing, he was ridiculed by the whole school and nicknamed, Bomb Pig Head. He gritted his teeth, and the eyes under his pig head flashed fiercely. "I will never admit it. I, Qin Feng, swear to clear up this misunderstanding. S-level talent, backlash is nothing, I will make all you guys who laugh at me dumbfounded." He strode towards the dormitory, and there was a faint heat surging in the pain of swelling in his head, as if he would be even crazier the next time he lost control. Just as the whole school was talking, the campus radio suddenly sounded harshly, "Emergency notice. All teachers and students of the school go to the auditorium immediately. The principal has an important meeting. Qin Feng, classmate of the 3rd class of the 2nd year, is called to the stage to explain today's incident." The radio echoed, and the students' eyes widened. The pig head is going to be exposed to the whole school. The auditorium was crowded, and the air was as stuffy as a steamer, mixed with the smell of student sweat, excited whispers, and the burnt aftertaste from the distance. Thousands of teachers and students were packed into the room, and the wooden benches creaked. Someone stepped on someone else's feet, causing a murmur of curses. The spotlight on the stage dazzled the crowd. The principal, a bald old man with a golden school emblem embroidered on his cassock, stood in front of the microphone, his face as green as the bottom of a pot. holding a stack of newly printed, pig head photos, in his hand, and the flashlights were still flashing everywhere. Quiet. The principal's voice boomed through the magic amplifying wand, like thunder exploding into buzzing discussions throughout the room. The laughter of the students stopped suddenly, some swallowed, and some looked around with wide eyes. Qin Feng squeezed in through the back door with his swollen and shiny pig head on his head, his snorting sound particularly harsh in the silence. His head was still swollen, his skin was as red as cooked pig liver, his ears were plump and droopy, and his nose was so flat that it could spit out hot air. With every step he took, the pig's head swayed, causing gasps and laughter from the students around him. The pig's head is here. Shoot! The junior students in the front row screamed, their mobile phones clicked and flashed. A girl covered her mouth and backed away, her eyes widened. Oh my God, this pig's head is so real. It smells like roasted pig. The boy next to him slapped his thigh happily. The bomb pig's head is here. Principal, is this guy here to surrender? Qin Feng gritted his teeth and endured, snorting and spitting out hot air. The passing girls screamed and dispersed. It's disgusting. Get out of here, pig-headed bully. Lin Yuyan sat in the middle, with scorch marks on her skirt, and her pretty face was twisted with anger. A group of girls around her whispered, look at his pig eyes, he must have targeted my seat. Teacher Gu Wan stood in the front row with a gray face, her robe was dusty, her hair was messy like a bird's nest. She was so angry that her chest heaved, and she pointed at Qin Feng and shouted, Principal. This is the boy. The classroom of Class 2 and Class 3 of Grade 2 was blown into ruins, the blackboard melted, the tables and chairs were broken, and he still pretends to be innocent. The whole audience roared in agreement, and laughter came like a flood. Someone imitated a pig and said, Buzz, Buzz, admit it. The principal's gaze was like a knife, locked on Qin Feng. Qin Feng. Come on stage. Explain clearly to all the teachers and students in the school, how did you get this S-level fireball? Deliberately playing a prank and blowing up the classroom, costing tens of thousands of magic crystal coins. Qin Feng shook his pig head, and his legs were as weak as noodles. When he climbed up the steps, he tripped and fell out. The pig's head hit the wooden board with a muffled sound, and the whole audience fell to the ground with laughter. Hahaha, pig head wrestling. The second funniest point in school history. Qin Feng got up and said with a buzzing mouth, Principal, I didn't mean it. I turned into a pig's head because of my awakening talent, and the S-level fireball technique went out of control and backfired. It was purely an accident. His voice was as muffled as a pig's squeal, and the audience burst into laughter. S-level. You're a loser bragging. How dare you pretend to be a pig-headed backlash? The principal frowned and squinted at him, awakening. Where's the evidence? Your backlash is too dramatic. At this time, Li Xiu squeezed out from the crowd, volunteered to jump on stage, with black ash on his face, and a look of loyalty. Principal. I am Qin Feng's best friend, and I bear witness. This was an experimental accident. We were trying out a new formula of fireball potion in class, and we accidentally overloaded it. It's definitely not a prank. The whole place fell silent, and the students widened their eyes and whispered, an experimental accident? That sounds high-end. Teacher Gu Wan narrowed his eyes. Li Xiu, you kid is also involved. Li Xiu wiped his sweat and said proudly, yes, we added some secret catalysts. We wanted to try our skills, but who knows? He suddenly leaked the words and raised his voice. Qin Feng is born with an affinity for S-level fireballs. He can explode as soon as he holds his palm, and the heat wave reaches the sky. Who can withstand it? After saying this, the whole audience was silent for 3 seconds, and then exploded. S-level talent. Good for nothing Qin Feng. The junior boy's eyes gleamed. Damn it, really S-level? I'm so jealous, I'm only C-level. The girl whispered, no wonder the fireball is so fierce, the pig's head is worth it. The sound of envy had just begun, but in an instant it turned into a wave of ridicule. S-level? S-level, the loser who turned into a pig head. Hahaha. Affinity S, backlash SS, the king of pig heads. Someone whistled, the #1 backbiter loser on campus is born. Lin Yuyan stood up in excitement, put her hands on her hips and asked, Qin Feng. Do you admit S-level? That fireball went straight to my seat, it must be a needle. To me. I have a crush on my textbooks, pretending to be sympathetic. The whole audience snickered, gossip. Zhu too has a crush on the class girl, so romantic. The rumors spread like wildfire, and the campus chat group immediately burst into flames, urgent. Zhu too Qin Feng has a crush on Lin Yuyan, and the backlash is too bad. Qin Feng's head turned red and he roared, nonsense. I'm in the last row of seats. Fireballs are flying around. Who's targeting you? Lin Yuyan stomped her feet angrily, and the scorch marks on her skirt shook. The last row. Liar. Deliberately leaning towards me, the black smoke is coming straight. Hit me in the face, smell this. She came closer and screamed, pervert. Pig breath attack. The whole audience laughed, and the principal rubbed his temples. That's enough. Qin Feng, suspend the class for 2 months, let's reflect on this. Teachers and students filed out, and the entrance to the auditorium was blocked. Qin Feng was squeezed in the crowd, and the pig's head was poked here and there. Trash S-level, sign your name. Teacher Gu Wan chased off the stage, waving her staff. Qin Feng. You are the scourge of the class. The destruction of the classroom is not enough, come back and rebuild it. She was furious, her steps were like the wind, chasing after her, the tip of the staff pop to draw air, and the passing students dodge. Teacher is crazy. Run pig head. Li Xiu, with quick eyes and quick hands, pulled Qin Feng into the empty classroom next to him. Brother Feng, let me help you divert him. He rushed out and shouted, Teacher, this way. Qin Feng ran away on the playground. Teacher Gu Wan was fooled and chased after him with his robe raised. Little bastards, all of you. Catch him. As soon as the classroom door closed, Qin Feng breathed a sigh of relief, leaning against the wall and panting, Xiuzi, you cheater, you finally did something. Before he could finish his words, Li Xiu slipped and knocked over the magic potion stand on the podium. The green potion spilled, bubbled, and exploded for the second time in an instant. Boom! The green mist exploded, and the sour smell hit his nostrils. Qin Feng's pig head swelled again, and his eyes narrowed into slits. Li Xiu. You are cheating. Li Xiu's face was full of green bubbles, and he smiled awkwardly. Unexpected, unexpected. Brother Feng, this potion is a discoloration agent, I thought it was for swelling. Classroom green smoke emitted from the wall, the window glass shattered, and the passing students exploded again. Second explosion. The pig-headed classroom exploded in succession. Qin Feng was so angry that his pig's nose breathed fire, and he hummed and complained, You are a good friend, helping equals causing trouble. You have tricked S-level talents into becoming the king of pigs, stay away next time. Finally escaping from the school gate, the setting sun stretched his shadow, and Qin Feng wandered home with a double pig head. On the way, students even pointed out, the backbitten loser has gone home. The most popular topic on the forum. He took out his mobile phone, and pop-ups on the campus forum jumped wildly. Pig-headed Qin Feng has awakened to S-level and bombed the class beauty seat to woo. Video plus 1 million likes. The photo of the pig's head was turned into an emoticon, and it went viral. The comments section laughed, You're a loser, the campus MVP. Lin Yuyan, the scandalous heroine, got the pig-headed husband. Qin Feng was so angry that he smashed his cell phone. I'm an S-level guy, I'll have you guys kneel and lick me sooner or later. Opening the door, the living room was brightly lit and the smell of rice was fragrant, mixed with the giggles of my sister Su Wan. She sat on the sofa and raised her mobile phone. Brother. Your pig head is on fire. All the parents in the whole family have seen it, haha. Brother Zhu too loves office girls, so he confessed his love in the classroom. Su Wan blinked mischievously, her long braids swaying, her cute face turned into a smile. Quickly show me the pig head, and I will take a short video. Qin Feng's pig head froze, and he roared, "Shut up, little girl. This is a misunderstanding." The kitchen door opened, and the parents came out with the dishes. The mother brought the hot magic stew, and the father still held the staff. His face was livid. "Qin Feng. Were you caught in a fight on campus?" Pig head photos were flying all over the sky, and the principal informed the parents. They said you bombed the classroom, hurt people and destroyed things, and you are still involved in scandals. Mom's eyes turned red, and her spoon trembled. "Son, how come you are so embarrassed when you fight?" Dad slapped the table. S-level talent. The family's magic tradition is ruined. You will be punished by kneeling on the washboard. Su Wanla was upset and poked the pig's head. "Brother, did you win? Pig-headed god of war." Qin Feng was about to cry without tears, and the pig's head was buzzing. "Mom and Dad, it's not a fight. It's an awakening and loss of control." Before she could finish her words, her parents said in unison, "Shut up. Reduce the swelling first and then, say." The family crisis exploded. The living room was full of excitement. Su Wan was laughing, and her parents were quarreling. Qin Feng shouted in his heart, "This misunderstanding is about to turn the pig head and pig brain over again." The hot soup was spilled, and the pig's nose shrank, and a new round of chaos began. Qin Fengzhu's head buzzed and exploded, and green mist spurted out from his ears, causing his mother to cover her nose and retreat. "Wan, don't make trouble. Your brother is embarrassing, and you are cosplaying." His father's staff hit the table with a pop, sawdust flying, and his face was as green as a burnt blackboard. "Su Wan, sit down. The news is here, let's see what your brother has done." The TV magic screen buzzed, and the school lit up. Hot broadcast on the campus channel, a close-up shot of the pig-headed Qin Feng, with his swollen head dangling. The soundtrack is a funny pig cry BGM, and the title flashes, "Magic goes on a rampage and destroys the school." S-class useless pig head blows up the classroom. Class beauty is rumored to be courting. The screen cuts to the ruins of Class 2 and Class 3, the blackboard melts into iron juice, tables and chairs are flying with broken legs, teacher Gu Wan is yelling in disgrace, and students are laughing and spraying their mobile phones. Mom's eyes widened, and the soup bowl fell to the ground with a bang, porcelain shards flying everywhere. "Son, did you destroy the school? Magic goes rampant and hurts classmates. This is a traditional taboo in the family. We are the third-generation fire mage of the Qin family, so good for you." The backlash turns into a pig's head and is even on TV. Dad breathed fire from his nostrils, pointing his staff to the sky. S-level talent. "Knew I heard that you deliberately blew up the class star's seat and ran away after failing to express your secret love. The magic crystal lamp in the house went out, so embarrassing." She knelt on the washboard until the swelling disappeared. Su Wan wore a pig mask and leaned closer. "Dad, I am a pig-headed war god. Lin Yuyan's skirt is burnt, she must be excited, aha." The hot soup splashed out, causing Qin Feng's nose to shrink. The green bubbles bubbled up, and the sour smell instantly filled the living room, like broken magic bubble gum. Su Wan laughed so hard that she rolled off the sofa. She whipped her long braids into whips and made a cackle that was as harsh as a mouse. "Brother, your pig nose is spitting soup. So handsome, the pig head hot pot version." She got up, her eyes sparkling, flew into the bedroom, and pulled out a homemade pig head mask, a pink pig nose and 2 dangling ears, glued with magic glue. After putting it on, it buzzed like Qin Feng. "Principal, I am an S-class loser, and I will bite the king of pigs." "Huh, brother, I will cosplay you, let's compete to see who has the best pig head." Qin Feng's legs softened, and he knelt down and defended. "Mom and Dad, I didn't go crazy. I woke up out of control in class, and the fireball came back to bite me. Li Xiu can prove. Before he could finish his words, the doorbell rang loudly, like a bomb counting down. Li Xiu's face was covered with green blisters and black and gray spots. He was panting and ran into the door. He was holding a bag of anti-swelling potion in his hand. As soon as he entered the living room, he shouted, "Uncle and Aunt. Qin Feng was wronged. I'm here to save him." He staggered, knocked over the coffee table, and the potion spilled green juice. The carpet in the living room was sizzling and smoking, and the sour smell was even stronger. Both parents turned their heads and glared at Li Xiu, looking at his teammates. Su Wanju's eyes gleamed under the mask. "Brother Xiu is here. The king of pitfalls is coming." Li Xiu wiped his sweat and smiled awkwardly. "Uncle, I saw it with my own eyes. Qin Feng is extremely talented, and the S-class fireball affinity is super fierce." With a palm of his hand, heat waves surged to the sky, and the classroom exploded instantly. "But, he operates with a stupid mind, always out of control." The whole family was silent. Her mother's hands trembled, and she pointed at Li Xiu. "You think my son is stupid?" The father's staff buzzed red, and the flames burst into flames. "Boy, are you trying to trick my son and add fuel to the fire? Get out!" The whole family locked eyes, and their parents roared, "Su Wan! Don't hit your brother!" Qin Feng narrowed his eyes and cursed in his heart, "The backlash is coming again." The pig's head buzzed with heat waves, the S-level fireball talent was triggered out of control, and the toy pig's head exploded with a boom. It's not a fireball of destruction, but a gorgeous fireworks show. Dots of red, blue and green light explode, bang bang bang, colorful sparks shoot out from the pig's mouth, and circle around the ceiling of the living room. The smell of fireworks is mixed with the scent of candy, and the crackling sound makes the walls flicker like a disco ball. The fireworks hissed, in arcs, spelled out heart-shaped patterns, and turned into pig-headed smiling faces. The living room instantly turned into a magical fireworks party. Li Xiu was so panicked that he backed away and hit the wall. "No, no, Auntie, I'm praising him. Extraordinary talent plus brain retardation equals accidental genius. Brother Feng, save me." Qin Feng's pig head turned red, and he roared, "Xiuzi, shut up. You're a scammer." Su Wanla went crazy, her pig mask swaying, and she grabbed the sofa and put it on the sofa. The pig head toy, a stuffed pig head with blinking eyes, hit Qin Feng viciously. "Brother, eat the pig head bullet. Die for the scandalous pig king." The toy flew towards Qin Feng and hit Qin Feng's green bubble pig nose. There was a muffled pop sound, and the soft hair was stained with green juice and instantly swelled like a balloon. Su Wan's pig mask fell to the ground, her mouth opened into an O shape, and her eyes were as round as copper bells. "Wow! Pig head toys turned into fireworks. Brother, your backlash magic." She screamed and jumped, flinging her long braids away, and clapped her hands after the sparks. "Super cool. Get the short video material." Mon dropped her spoon to the ground, stepped back and hit the cabinet, her chest trembled. "Oh my God, son, you showing off? Are you blowing up fireworks at home?" Dad's staff was shaking like chaff, and the flames were burning his beard. "The ceiling of the house is going to collapse. The useless genius." Li Xiu's face was filled with green bubbles, and he rubbed his eyes dumbly. "Brother Feng, you are such an unexpected killer." Qin Feng's pig head was buzzing and panting, the green bubbles subsided half a circle, and his heart was filled with joy. The backlash came back for the first time. The whole family burst into laughter, the embarrassment disappeared, the food was served, the chopsticks clinked, and the laughter overwhelmed the TV news. But the phone vibrated with a ding, and Lin Yuyan's profile picture popped up, with messages blasting. "Qin Feng. You pig-headed pervert. The whole network scandal is about my courtship. The scorch marks on the skirt are still there, and you are telling me that I am a pig-headed wife. Delete the video, or I will sue you for magical harassment. The comment was accompanied by a heart shape on the pig-headed P, and the title was, Class Beauty Captures the Pig King. Qin Feng snorted and replied, misunderstanding. Fireballs are flying. She replied in seconds, thundering your sister. Apologize when we meet tomorrow, otherwise we will see you on the school anniversary. The fireworks exploded to a climax, and a giant pig head sparkle hung in the air, sprinkling gold powder. The carpet in the living room shone, and the hot food mixed with the fragrance of fireworks made the whole family stunned for 3 seconds, and then burst into laughter. Gu Wan burst out laughing, Hahaha, pig fireworks. Brother, you win, the Pig King is invincible. Her mother covered her mouth and trembled, laughing with tears, Son, this backlash is ridiculous. It's embarrassing. His father's beard was burnt, and he slapped his legs and laughed, the family tradition has not been lost, we have upgraded to a fireworks family. Kneeling on the washboard is cancelled, let's eat first. Li Xiu happily clapped his belly, Brother Feng, awesome. The brain-dead fireworks version. The whole family was laughing, and the rice was fragrant. Gu Wan poked the pig's head, Brother, the scandal has escalated. The Pig King marries the class girl. Her parents shook their heads and laughed, Son, let's clear up the misunderstanding. Li Xiu said, Brother Feng, the campus forum exploded again, pig's head fireworks video? Who shot it? Qin Feng's heart sank, misunderstandings on campus are increasing instead of decreasing, and the hot search for Pig King's serial laughter has exceeded 2 million. The pig's head is still swollen, what should I do if classes are suspended for 2 months? There was a sudden dong-dong knock outside the door, the sound was like a war drum. Mother opened the door, and teacher Gu Wan stood at the door with a disgraced face, her robe was dirty and her hair was in a chicken coop, she was holding a sheepskin scroll in her hand, her eyes locked on Qin Feng's pig head, Qin family. The school's punishment notice. Pig-headed scourge, you bombed the empty classroom for the 2nd time. Suspended classes become suspended, the magic crystal compensates for 30,000 yuan. The whole family dropped their chopsticks, and Gu Wan stared, teacher is here to destroy it. Come in and tell me. Qin Feng's heart is beating, pig head, what to do this time? In the afterglow of fireworks in the living room, a new crisis explodes. Qin family parents. Gu Wan's voice was as sharp as broken glass. The scroll amplified the sound, and the whole family's eardrums buzzed. Qin Feng's S-level talent was first exploded in class 3 of the 2nd year. The blackboard melted with iron, and the broken legs of the tables and chairs flew into the air. The 2nd time the green mist exploded in the empty classroom, and the discoloration agent spread all over the corridor. The principal's livid face approved, suspended for 2 months, magic crystals are 30,000, or see you in the magic court. Pig head disaster star, explain. She poked Qin Feng's pig nose, and the green bubble shrank with a sour smell. Her parents leaned back, and her father's beard was black and trembling, teacher, sit down. My son is gifted, and the backlash is out of control. It was not intentional. The mother's spoon clinked to the ground, and she burst into tears, Teacher Wan, you saw the fireworks show at home, he is a genius disaster star. Qin Feng's pig's head buzzed and exploded, and the pig's legs knelt down to argue. He opened his mouth but sprayed out green mist, which made Gu Wan cough and retreat, and the edge of the robe turned green, backlash. Pig mist attack. The family is also out of control, proving that you have zero control. The whole school's hot search for Pig King's serial bombing, Lin Yuyan's skirt scandal is even more embarrassing for the school. Gu Wan's eyes swayed, and her eyes widened. Swirling her braid, she quietly took out a small bottle from under the table, a pink potion with the label, Pig Nose Fun Drink, which was the product of her failed magic experiment last night. She approached with a smile and said, Teacher, drink a cup of tea to calm down. My exclusive anti-swollen drink, the magic pig's head medicine. Gu Wan was so angry that she took the gudong and drank it. The bottle was empty, and the powdery mist spurted out from her nostrils. The whole family stared. Gu Wan's nose bulged, and the buzzing pig's nose swelled out. The pink pig nose is as big as a fist, with green bubbles dangling from the nostrils. Paired with her chicken coop head, the combination of pig nose and pig head is instant. She touched the tip of her nose, and the mirror was thrown out of the robe, reflecting a close-up of the pig's nose, and she screamed loudly, "Ah!" It turned into a pig's nose. "Qin Wan, your potion is a poison." Su Wan rolled on the sofa and laughed, her long braids flying. "The teacher is so cute." Photo of two pigs with pig noses and pig heads, short video material get. "Brother, your pig king upgrade." Mom covered her mouth and trembled, and Dad shook the sieve with his staff. "Teacher Wan, calm down. This is a homely drink." Li Xiu eavesdropped in the kitchen, kicking his feet excitedly. The pots overturned with a clang, the magic flame sprang up, the boom fire alarm sounded wildly, the red light flashed, and the heat wave hit the living room with a burning smell. Both parents shouted, "Qin Feng! You lost control and bombed the kitchen again." Gu Wan sprayed his nose, collapsed and grabbed the scroll. 2 and 3 explosions. Double the suspension of school. Qin Feng's eyes turned white and he cursed in his heart, "Li Xiu." The pig's brain surged with heat, and he slapped the ground with his pig's trotters. The S-class fireball triggered backlash. It was not destruction, but a series of pop-pop-pop small fireworks. Heart-shaped sparks erupted from the pig's nose and circled around Gu Wan's pig's nose. Pop-pop exploded into a rain of gold powder. The sugary smoke from the fireworks overwhelmed the burnt fire. The alarm went off with a ding. Gu Wan's pig nose trembled, his eyes were as round as copper bells, and his mouth was O-shaped. Smoke, fireworks backlash. Pig nose fireworks show. Su Wan's mobile phone clicked wildly, and the video was uploaded. Brother pig head plus teacher pig nose, a magical combination. The whole internet has exploded. Dad was dumbfounded and rubbed his beard. Genius. Pig fireworks family. Mom smiled with tears. Teacher Wan, my son has resolved, don't stop studying. Gu Wan's pig's nose buzzed, her face was as red as a boiled shrimp, and she put away the scroll with a snap. This suspends the punishment. However, Qin Feng is banned from the preliminaries of the school anniversary magic competition. There are so many S-level geniuses in the school, so it's embarrassing to have a pig's head on the stage. She flung her sleeves and rushed out, her pig's nose dangled, and she went away with a buzz in the night wind. Li Xiu crawled out of the kitchen with a disgraced face, his green face reflected gold powder. Brother Feng, you are awesome. If you cheat the kitchen, you will be the winner. The whole family burst into laughter. The dinner was resumed, the chopsticks clinked, the fireworks and fragrant food were steaming, but Qin Fengju's heart was heavy. School anniversary competition. Zhu Tu is banned from the competition, and the hot search has exceeded 3 million. How to find out? In the early morning of the next day, the campus magic bell tower was buzzing, mist was lingering, students' robes were fluttering, and magic dust in the air shone like stars. The swelling on Qin Feng's pig head has reduced by 70%, leaving only a slightly buzzing green edge on his head. He wore a hood and kept his head down as he hurried on. Li Xiu followed him, and his mobile phone screen flashed. Brother Feng, the whole network is blowing up. The double pig head home visit show broke 5 million, Teacher Gu's pig-nosed emoticon went viral, and netizens shouted, Qin Feng, the leader of the pighead family. Qin Feng snorted with a pig-nosed nose, shut up. The scandal is still going on. I don't know. Before she finished speaking, Lin Yuyan swung her hips, and the scorch marks on her dress were looming. She turned around and bumped into her. Her beautiful eyes were wide and her eyebrows were raised. Qin Zhu Tu. You sent your sister to prank Teacher Gu. The whole school is laughing. The scorch marks on the skirt are not gone. Are you a pervert? Teacher Gu Wan walked into the living room, her footsteps thumping like a war drum, her dusty robe mopping the floor, raising the smell of dust, mixed with the aftertaste of fireworks and the heat of food, making the air sticky like magic glue. Her hair was in a mess, and her eyes were like hawks locked on Qin Feng's pig head. The sheepskin scroll unfolded with a snap, the red magic ink flashed, and the writing automatically appeared: suspension order, 30,000 yuan compensation for magic crystal, and a charge of secondary explosion. The parents' faces were pale, and their chopsticks were still hanging in the air. Su Wan opened her little mouth slightly, and Li Xiu swallowed, and quietly slipped behind the kitchen door, his green face hidden in the shadows. Qin Feng's pig leg softened, and he knelt down and hummed, "No. Backlash is the curse of talent, turning into a pig by using too much force, and fireworks are an unexpected comeback. I am suspended for the school anniversary." Lin Yuyan snorted, her long hair flicked, and the fragrance of lavender hit her face. "You are still hanging out on campus after being suspended? Scandal P pictures are flying all over the sky. My title of pig-headed wife can't be wiped off. The pre-selected list is out. Li Xiu signed up for you." The pig-headed style was revealed, the whole school laughed. She flicked out the magic screen, and the list flashed: Qin Feng substitute, for the preliminaries of the school anniversary magic competition, and noted, pig-headed fireball special attack. Li Xiu rubbed his nose dumbfounded. "I reported on the forum last night. Brother Feng's pig head hit his strength. In the pre-selection, he faced an A-level ice genius. The pig's nose killed him with a puff of his nose." The onlookers' eyes widened, their mouths opened into O's, and their whispers turned into screams. Pig head substitute. Pre-selected pig battle. S-class useless pig Superman, warm up for the bombing. Lin Yuyan rolled her eyes, pursed her lips slightly. Absurd. Qin Feng, the leader of your pig family, I will spare you if you admit the scandal, otherwise I will shoot the pig's nose with an ice arrow during the pre-selection. She twisted her waist and walked away, the scorch marks on her skirt flashed in the sun, leaving a trail of laughter and dust. Qin Feng's pig head turned red, and he felt like crying without tears. The backlash escalated, and the pre-selected pig head was exposed. What should I do? Li Xiu patted his shoulder. Brother Feng, Pig Superman is making his debut. The whole school is looking forward to a series of bombings. The bell tower buzzed in the distance, the pre-selection horn faintly dimmed, the magic array in the campus square lit up, S-level geniuses gathered, ice, fire and thunder flashed, and new challenges were like a volcano erupting. The forum was a hot topic at noon. Pig-headed Superman preliminary registration was the top trending search, and the P picture filled the screen. Qin Feng's pig-nosed fireworks shot Lin Yuyan's heart shape, with the text, "Scandal couple, Pig Bing CP." Su Wan's short video exceeded 10 million, Gu Wan's pig nose photo emoticon flooded the screen, and the teacher broke down and announced, "Pig heads are strictly prohibited from participating in the pre-selection." But a bald photo of the principal surfaced, with a mysterious message: S-level backlash, maybe a dark horse. Qin Feng hid behind a tree and panted, sweat dripping from the green-edged pig nose. A stronger challenge is coming. A-level ice genius, Frostblade King, Zhang Hao, in the first battle of the pre-selection. How can Li Xiu's pig-headed substitute handle it? The phone dinged, and Lin Yuyan sent a private message: Pig 2, don't hold back in pre-selection, or you will be a pig forever. The crisis escalated, and the campus magic storm was getting ready. During the pre-selection warm-up session in the afternoon, the magic circle in the square rotated. Bang, the breath of frost froze the bone marrow. Zhang Hao hunted in blue robes, and the frost blade in his hand clicked into the sky. The students gasped. A-level Frost Blade King, kill the fire element instantly. Li Xiu dragged Qin Feng forward to report, with a stiff green face, "We are the Pig Superman team." The staff stared. The pig head is suspended, and the substitute is also a pig? Qin Feng's heart beat like a drum, and the heat wave of the pig brain surged. Backlash, don't explode now. Suddenly, Gu Wan's pig nose disappeared, and his robes rushed in neatly. Li Xiu cancels. Qin Feng, the home visit fireworks do not count, you have to hand in the pre-selection certificate. The whole audience was dead silent, and then burst into laughter. All eyes were fixed on the pig's head. The new circle has higher challenges, and the legend of the Pig King begins. Students and passers-by were watching, their eyes sparkling, and their cell phones were snapping to take pictures. They were whispering like buzzers, "The King of Pigs shows up. The rumored wife is meeting." The picture of the two pigs with a heart shape on the P, they match so well. Qin Feng's pig head was buzzing, and his hood was on. The green-rimmed pig's nose slipped, and she hurriedly explained, Yuyan, misunderstanding. The superpower backlashed, the S-class fireball went out of control and turned into fireworks. It's not a prank. Su wants you drank unexpectedly. Li Xiu jumped out to help, and the green face was excited, yes. Brother Feng. S. BGM. The staff member waved his staff, and the list screen, buzzed, appeared. Li Xiu squeezed forward with a puffy face, his hood pulled down to cover the traces of the pig's nose, his voice trembling but pretending. Qin Feng comes on. S-level fireball special attack. Qin Feng's pig head buzzed, his heart was like a drum, and his green-rimmed pig's nose was hidden. Yin felt hot, grabbed Li Xiu's sleeve and growled, "Xiu, are you crazy? Teacher Gu said that I would kiss you, and you pretended to be a substitute with a pig's head?" The pig's nose was exposed and the whole school laughed to death. Li Xiu blinked, and the green bubbles swayed. Brother Feng, Teacher Gu's words are scary, I will explore the way first. The low-level fireballs are sure to win. Choose a small test, and the pig Superman makes his debut. The eyes of the audience were like spotlights, and passers-by asked secretly, Pig head hood? Hidden pig second generation. Gu Wan's robe floated in, and there was still a pink mist on her nose. Although her pig nose was 70% gone, her nostrils were still buzzing and slightly swollen. Li Xiu cancels. Qin Feng will prove it by himself, otherwise the suspension will be doubled. Lin Yuyan sat on the judging bench with her legs crossed, her beautiful eyes flashed with cold electricity, the fragrance of lavender drifted in the wind, and the scorch marks on her skirt flashed in the sun. Pig substitute. What a joke. Vote against it, pig nose comes on to pollute the magic circle. The students burst into laughter, their mobile phones clicked and flashed, the pre-selection horn sounded, and the first round match was locked, Li Xiu, Qin Feng vs Zhang Hao. Qin Feng's legs softened and he was pushed to the side of the field. Xiu, don't recite the wrong spell. Li Xiu jumped into the center of the formation, his green face reflected blue light, and his forehead was sweating nervously. He raised his staff and stammered the incantation, fire, fireball. Pig fire burns the sky. The end of the spell was out of tune, and there was a buzz. Instead of spitting fireballs from the magic circle, instead of clucking, a chicken croaked and exploded. Hundreds of magic chickens rushed out of the formation, their golden chicken feathers flying like a blizzard, their claws clawing wildly, the smell of egg yolk mixed with ice and frost, and the cold air hit your nostrils. The chickens rushed straight towards Zhang Hao. The whole audience was silent for a second, and then laughed like crazy. Chicken army. The pig-headed zoo exploded. The students held their stomachs and rolled, the stands shook like an earthquake, and the girls screamed and hid from the chicken feathers. Qin Feng Pig Superman becomes the ranch king? S-level chicken ball skills. Zhang the Haoshuang blade swept across, freezing 10 chickens with a click, and the ice chickens shattered to pieces with a snap, but his feet were slippery with chicken excrement, his blue robe was stained with yellow, and his face was ashen. Wait. The low-level fireballs are recited as a chicken summoning spell. Get out of the pre-selection. Li Xiu's face turned pale as he soaked it. Chasing the chicken and shouting, misunderstanding. The spell is stuck, backfire the chicken's special attack. Gu Wan's nostrils buzzed and sprayed powder mist, the pig's nose was slightly swollen and relapsed, he collapsed and hit the table, the pig head substitute even summons the chicken. There are S-level geniuses in the whole school, you pig-chicken alliance, it's embarrassing. Qin Feng, please prove that you are not a loser. Lin Yuyan's shoulders trembled, her beautiful lips pursed slightly, and she raised a sign to object, 0 points. The pig scandal man will be eliminated immediately, and I will warm up my ice arrow and shoot the pig's nose. Qin Feng's pig brain surged with heat, and with a thought from afar, he tried to interfere with Li Xiu's backlash. Green mist seeped out from the pig's nose, but he endured it, secretly pinched the seal with the pig's trotters, and the S-class fireball backlash was quietly triggered. It was not destruction, but a pop-pop. Green mist floated into the formation outside the field, and the chickens sucked it. The eyes behind the fog flashed with green light, and he pounced on Zhang Hao with a cluck. The green chicken shit cracked like a rain of green bullets. The sour smell overwhelmed the egg yolk. Zhang Hao's frost blade was swung wildly. The ice chicken broke into pieces and sprayed green juice. His blue robe turned into a green bubble robe with a sizzle. He slipped on the ice with a thud, and the frost blade flew away from his hand. The whole audience's eyes widened and their mouths opened in an O-shaped circle. Green chicken shit backfires. The pig head is remotely controlled, and the chicken army's green mist kills. The students screamed in admiration and were shocked. Wait, pig Superman. The green foam frost king, so ridiculous. Li Xiu rubbed the green foam dumbfounded. Brother Feng's help. The chickens have upgraded to the green army. Suddenly, something flew from the sidelines, a pink pig head prop, tied with a ribbon and marked, Pig Superman, come on, and hit Zhang Hao's head. Gu Wan swung her long braid and sneaked in from the stands. Her cute face blinked excitedly, brother. Sister assists, pig head bomb special effects. The pig head prop exploded into pink mist with a bang. Zhang Hao's pink pig nose bulged on his head. Buzz, the pig chirped, and he roared to summon a frost storm. The ice arrows shot randomly, but because the pig's nose swayed, they hit the edge of the magic array in a chain. Bang, the array wall cracked, ice and fire elements went wild, golden and blue light pillars shot into the sky, the chickens were frozen into ice sculptures and shattered to the ground, and green mist ice chicken fragments rained down like fireworks. The whole audience screamed, heat waves and ice slag hit their faces, and loud laughter. Gu Wan dropped a bomb with a pig's head. The chain went out of control, and the fairy siblings exploded in the pre-selection. Gu Wan's pig nose relapsed, and he coughed with spray. Gu Wan, get out. The whole pig family assisted. The pre-selection turned into a circus. Lin Yuyan rolled her eyes at the judging table, and the fragrance of lavender wafted. Absurd. The pig, chicken, and pig nose are eliminated 3 times in a row, but the chain is divided into 3 points. Zhang Hao's pig-nosed green bubble head climbed up, the frost blade condensed, and the ice was overwhelming. Little cheap move. A real S-level fireball is coming. Li Xiu gasped and stood firm. The green bubble face reflected the green mist, and the pig-nosed prop was filled with mist. He had an idea, picked up the ice chicken fragments and chanted curse, fireball fusion. Qin Feng's pig brain exploded in the distance, and the backlash escalated. Green mist poured into Li Xiu's staff. Boom, green turkey balls spurted out, heart-shaped fireworks traced around Zhang Hao's pig nose. Pop bang, exploded into a rain of gold powder and ice shavings. Sugar the incense mixed with green acid. Zhang Hao's ice shield shattered, and the green bubble pig nose shrank. He knelt down and coughed up ice slag. His eyes widened like copper bells. Smoke, fireworks and chicken fire. Pigs bite back on black technology. The whole audience was excited, and the students shouted, Pig Superman is reversed. Turn. Green chicken fireworks kills the Frost King. The passers-by screamed, S-level loser. P-picture warm-up, Zhu Bing CP marriage. Lin Yuyan's beautiful eyes flickered, her lips slightly opened, and she hesitated. 4 points passed. The pre-selection referee's staff rang, and ding, Li Xiu and Qin Feng narrowly won in the first round. The square smelled of dust and fireworks, and the Pig Superman BGM spontaneously sounded in the stands. Students imitated pig humming. Su Wan rushed to the field and hugged Qin Feng's pig leg, brother. The remote green mist magic skill, the video footage exceeded 10 million. Li Xiu crawled over with a gray head and a green face, and patted Qin Feng on the shoulder. Brother Feng, the impersonation was successful. Chickens plus fireworks, pre-selection promotion, the Pig King dominates the school anniversary competition. Qin Feng's pig nose dripped with joy, but he was ecstatically worried. The hot search was happening again, and the pig family tag in the whole school was buzzing. Pig head, dark horse. See you at the Ice Arrow school anniversary. Don't expect to win if you don't get rid of the scandal. Gu Wan's nose was full of mist, and the green edge of his robe was trembling. For now, but the principal is watching the competition, S-level dark horse, huh? The setting sun lengthened the shadow of the magic circle, and the students dispersed and whispered. The pig's head laughed in a row and turned over the pre-selection. The Frost King turned green and soaked the pig's nose, and the two pigs' duel warmed up. Qin Feng and the other three slipped out of the square. The lingering fragrance of green mist filled their nostrils, and Li Xiu excitedly browsed his mobile phone. The hot search exceeded 8 million. Green Chicken Legion fried Frost King, Pig Nose fireworks, reversal, and Su Wan's pig-headed bombs help, spread all over the internet. Su Wan's long braid is flying, brother, I will throw the pig's ear props at the end, and the chain will be upgraded. Qin Feng's pig head hurts, and the backlash is fading. He advanced, but Zhang Hao's pig-nosed hatred is full, and the main game is even more fierce. Is the principal's dark horse message a blessing or a curse? The lights in the house are brightly lit, the smell of burnt rice is wafting out, parents' staffs are hanging in the air, and the TV magic screen is buzzing with pre-selected replays, green chickens flying around, pig heads dropping bombs, and fireworks headshot close-ups. Dad's beard was burnt and his eyes were wide. Qin Feng. Skip class and fight in the afternoon. Chickens smashed people, green mist poisoned people, preliminaries turned into street melee. Mom dropped the spoon with a ding, her eyes filled with tears. Son, the title of Pig Superman is on TV, home. The fireworks family has become a laughing stock. A family meeting is called to severely punish disobedience. Su Wan snickered and walked out. Mom and Dad, brother Zhu Zhanxiong. Qin Feng pushed the door in, his nose buzzed, and his heart sank. The family crisis is blowing up, how to deal with it on the eve of the main game. The phone dinged, and the principal sent a private message. Dark horse, S-class backlash, see you in the main game, don't waste your hidden ace. A new storm is gathering momentum, and the Pig King legend smiles with thorns. The door of the house closed with a bang. The aroma of rice mixed with the smell of burnt fireworks hit my face like a tide, and the magic lamp in the living room flickered, buzzing, reflecting the livid faces of my parents. Dad's beard was blackened with smoke coming out from the edges, and his staff was pointed at the magic screen of the TV. The replay was frozen in the moment when the green chicken army attacked Zhang Hao. Chicken shit bullets rained down, the pink pig head prop exploded into the mist, and the students screamed and laughed. Her mother's spoon fell to the ground, and the porcelain tiles cracked. With tears in her eyes, she pointed at Qin Feng's buzzing and quivering green-rimmed nostrils. Son, did you skip class in the afternoon and destroy the campus? The green mist poisoned the chickens and killed people, and the pre-selection turned into a street fight. The ancestral magic of our family of pyrotechnics was passed on to you and turned into a pig and chicken circus. There were 8 million hot searches on the entire internet, and the neighbor's magic mirror burst out laughing. Su Wan's long braid swung, she hid behind the sofa and giggled, her cute face flushed, and she was still browsing videos on her mobile phone. Mom and Dad, I'm a hero. I tied the ribbons with my own hands when the pig head dropped the bomb, and the chain of ice and fire fireworks was so dazzling. Dad's eyes were as wide as copper bells, and his beard puffed out sparks. Hero. You skipped class and got into a fight and dragged your sister into the water. Su Wan, you are also suspended from school. Qin Feng, kneel down. The family meeting has begun, and the disobedient pig head will be severely punished. Mom, he wiped away tears and picked up the spoon. his voice trembling and crying, "Superman Pig is on TV, and the relatives are in trouble. Are you addicted to magic? It's backfired and deformed every day, and the light bulbs at home are all green and yellow." Qin Feng's pig brain was buzzing with heat, and the green-edged pig's nose was dripping with sour and smelly sweat. Before he finished speaking, his cell phone rang wildly, and Li Xiu's facial bubble video dialed in. As soon as the screen was connected, he showed a gray face, with chicken feathers still stuck to the bubbles. In the background was the pink mist left by the magic circle in the dormitory. He shouted excitedly, "Brother Feng." The hot search hit 10 million. The pig-nosed fireworks defeated the Frost King in first place, and the student-made pig-humming BGM was sung by the whole school. Will I pretend to be a green chicken again in the main game? Mom and Dad came over, their eyes widened instantly, and the mother screamed and covered her mouth. The son's best friend also turned into a pig? Magic addiction is contagious. Li Xiu blinked and waved his staff to broadcast the replay. "Look, Brother Feng is remotely assisting with the green mist. Heart-shaped fireworks and chicken fire." Zhang Hao kneels down and coughs up ice slag. "It's so cool." The TV screen buzzed, and the green chicken pounced. The powder mist exploded on the head, and the fireworks rained gold powder and ice. The whole family was silent for a second, and then Gu Wan took the lead in bursting into laughter and spraying the rice, and the rice particles splashed on the sofa. Hahaha. Brothers green mist black technology, the Frost King's blue robe turns into a green bubble robe, and the dong of the chicken excrement is too bad. Dad's beard trembled and his mouth twitched. He wanted to scold him but he burst out laughing. Sparks sizzled and sprayed the light bulb, smoke, fireworks chicken balls. Preliminary selection to become a variety show. But skipping class and ruining the lineup is irrefutable evidence. Mom's tears were not dry, her shoulders trembled and she bent over with a smile. "I can smell the sour smell of green chicken shit, son, you are backlashing. S-level fireball, you want to become the king of ranch?" Qin Feng's pig nose was buzzing and painful, and he got up embarrassed. "Dad, it's not an addiction. It's just a backlash of awakening superpower." Gu Wan's long braids were flying, and her cute eyes were blinking. Material, Mom and Dad. Brother's secret, S-class fireball backfires on the specially controlled animal army. The pre-selected remote green mist sucks the corns and turns into a green light. I threw the pig nose prop for the chain special effects. The ice and fire rampage and the fireworks rain are so beautiful. The whole family's eyes were like a spotlight on Qin Feng's pig nose. Dad banged his staff on the table, his eyes widened in shock. S-class backlash, dark horse. I peeked at the principal's private message, hiding his trump card. But he ruined the school and skipped classes, and pursued education. Mom picked up the sleeves of her robe, tears and laughter mixed. "My son is a genius. Wake up the pig brain first." The parents waved their wands together, the magic lights in the living room buzzed and lit up in pursuit mode, the fireballs and fireworks swooshed like holiday fireworks, and the smell of burnt rice filled their nostrils. Gu Wan, ouch, hid under the table and giggled. Mom and Dad are chasing pigs, and the whole family has upgraded. Qin Feng's pig legs ran wildly, a heat wave broke out in the green-edged pig's nose, and the out-of-control thoughts triggered a backlash. The pig's brain boomed, with a green mist pouring back into the magic lamp at home. The light bulbs exploded in a chain of pop, 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 not destruction, but green mist seeping into the disco light ball. The living room instantly transformed into a dance hall, with colored lights, buzzing, spinning, flashing red, green, blue and golden light beams, the music mantra chirping, pig hum disco mixed with electronic beats booming, the light ball, Dee spraying colored powder mist, the green sour scent of candy-scented clips permeating the air, the sofa lamp shadow swaying like a galaxy, the TV screen replaying the green chicken fireworks in an automatic loop close-up. Dad took off his staff, his beard was curled up with green mist, his eyes were wide and O-shaped. Pig nose disco. The lights in the house exploded and the dance was backfired with magical skills. Mom's shoulders were stained with green powder, and she burst into tears. My son is an S-class dark horse. Green smoke is rising from the ancestral graves of a family with fireworks, and the green fog light ball is more dazzling than my wedding fireworks. Gu Wan jumped out from under the table, wearing long braids and colorful lanterns to dance disco. Brother is awesome. The family crisis has changed. Yes, the video attracted tens of millions of fans. Qin Feng's pig nose faded, and he stood there panting. The lingering sound of the green mist made the light ball sing, and the whole family burst into laughter. His father patted him on the shoulder and laughed and hugged him. Bad boy, you are the dark horse in the preliminaries. Mom wiped her tears and hugged her waist. Magic addiction. My parents are also jealous. The light ball buzzed and stopped, the colored powder fell to the ground like snow, the food was steaming, and Qin Feng's heart was filled with heat. He took stock of the harvest. He narrowly won the first round in the preliminaries. Li Xiu pretended to be a chicken firework and teamed up to kill Zhang Hao. The hot search broke the tens of millions of pigs. Superman was always solid but turned fans. The principal sent a private message to the dark horse ace, and was ready for the main game. S-class fireball backlash upgrade, remote green fog control chicken, green chicken shit bombs, heart-shaped fireworks, green turkey balls, pig nose props chain rampage, home disc can prove the potential of household use. He pinched the seal secretly to test. The pig's brain buzzed slightly, the green mist gathered in the palm of his hand and the phantom of the chicken dissipated with a cluck. His strength was faintly improved, the edge of the pig's nose had retreated by 70%, recovery was imminent. Gu Wan handed over her cell phone. Brother, read the comments. Pig family fireworks dance hidden OP has over 20 million fans. Dad's beard shook and he poured wine. Cheers. My parents are here to cheer for the main game. I'll prepare the pyrotechnics props. The magic circle in the square spun and sped up with a bang, and the icy blue halo swept across like a blizzard, freezing the edges of the students' robes with frost. The breath they exhaled turned into white mist, and the air was mixed with the biting cold and the sweet smell of magic dust. Thousands of students crowded the stands, screaming like a tide, Frost Blade King. Kill the pig head in seconds. Zhang Hao hunted in blue robes, and the frost blade clicked to form a 3-meter ice sword in the palm of his hand. Liquid nitrogen-like cold liquid dripped from the edge of the sword, and the ground instantly froze and cracked the spider web. A sneer appeared at the corner of his mouth, and his eyes were fixed on the check-in table. Pig Superman? Are you here to give points? Qin Feng's pig nose buzzed with residual heat, and his heart sank. The pressure of the race was like a mountain. Zhang Hao's green pickled pig nose was threatening with ice and revenge, and Lin Yuyan was threatened by the scandal. The phone vibrated, and Lin Yuyan's private message popped up, a lavender-scented avatar, beautiful eyes flashing with cold electricity, a dark horse with a pig head. The victory is determined by ice arrows on the school anniversary. The Scandal P picture, Pig Ice CP, is spread throughout the school. The pig's nose is restored to fight again. Do you dare? The ghost of the chicken is condensed in the palm of the green mist, and the dull pain in the pig's nose indicates a new backlash. The school anniversary storm is gathering momentum, and the Pig King's legendary smile is deepening. The green edge of Gu Wan's robe trembled slightly, her nose was buzzing and the fog was still lingering. Her eyes were like ice needles piercing Qin Feng's pig nose, and the twitching smile at the corner of her mouth instantly solidified into seriousness. Pig Superman, remember the props banned in the competition, rely on backlash to prove S-level. Zhang Hao's green bubble revenge, Lin Yuyan's ice arrow warm-up, the principal is staring at the dark horse, don't let this turn into a laughing stock. After saying that, she waved her staff, the doorbell's ding-dong was reversed, the green mist door curtain automatically rolled up, and the figure swooshed out of the night, leaving a wisp of the sour smell of burnt pig nose mixed with the fragrance of rice. The living room lights buzzed dim, candy green powder fell to the ground like lingering snow, and the oppressive silence came like a tide. Dad's curly beard was dripping with green juice. His hands froze when he was pouring wine on the table, and the wine splashed on the table. His eyes narrowed and said, "Son, the fireworks family supports you, but Teacher Gu's eyes are like interrogating prisoners." The principal did not mention the evidence of bombing the school, and the pig nose is a dark horse. You have to be low-key. The green powder on her mother's shoulders was shaken off, and the tears dried up into salt frost. Her fingers trembled slightly as she picked up her sleeves. Genius backlash. 20 million followers, envied by relatives, but Lin Yuyan privately messaged the Ice Arrow showdown. Zhu Bing's CP scandal spread, and her son Zhu Bihue, don't go out before you resume, the neighbor's magic mirrors will peek at you. Su Wan's long braid was wrapped around the lamp cord, her cute face was flushed with excitement, but she was suppressed by her parents' gaze, and she giggled, "Brother, the Pig King is competing, I am cheering for you with the video clip." Qin Feng's pig nose is buzzing like a heat wave. The fire burned, the green edge retreated to the nose, the ghost of the chicken in the palm of his hand clucked and disappeared. His heart was heavy, the pressure of the main competition was like a mountain avalanche. Zhang Hao's ice bubble for revenge, Lin Yuyan's cold and beautiful eyes. Gu Wan was on the verge of collapse. The principal's dark horse called the name but hid the irrefutable evidence of bombing the school. The night wind poured in through the cracks in the window, bringing with it the faint, swish sound of ice arrows coming from the direction of the campus and students whispering. Qin Feng's brain buzzed, and he stood up. "Mom and Dad, my nose is 70% thinner, and I have to train to counterattack. Home disc can prove that the Pig King can't be cowardly." Dad's staff banged on the table, and the sparks sizzled and burned. "Training? The campus is strictly patrolled, and Teacher Gu is under surveillance by the Pig-Nosed Alliance. The evidence is clear. In hand." The mother wiped her tears while serving the dishes, and sprinkled the soup with trembling hands. "Son, eat first, the pig-nosed heat will burn your brain." Su Wan fluttered her long braids and imitated the buzzing of the pig's nose. "Brother, look at me. S-class girl. Sister version." She squeezed the seal, green mist condensed in her little hands, the light ball in the living room trembled, sprayed out colorful powder and candy rain and hit the table. The food was instantly covered with green frost, and the egg yolk chicken legs turned into disco lanterns and flickered. The whole family was stunned. Dad's eyes widened and his beard stood up. "Su Wan. Are you backlashing? Pig mist infection." Mom screamed and covered her mouth, dropping the spoon on the ground. "My daughter's green sugar chicken legs, the magic game turned into a poisonous feast." Su Wan giggled wildly, and swept the green frost on her long braids. "Mom and Dad, imitate my brother's out-of-control show. The family magic game, Pig Hum Disco upgrade." Dad wanted to be angry, but he sprayed the wine with a poof smile, and his beard was stained with green frost. The stick swung out a firework ball to chase the lantern chicken legs, and the living room was instantly filled with flaming powder. Mom picked up her sleeves and joined in. She shook her shoulders and sprayed water mist to extinguish the sparks. Smoking turkey leg dance, my mother's S-class hookah reaction. Try it. The light ball buzzed and spun faster, the electronic beat of the pig hummed, and the mixed rice was fragrant. Su Wan, with her long braid wrapped around her father's staff, screamed and hid on the sofa. My parents teamed up with the pig to chase the pig. The game crashed. Qin Feng's nose ached, and he stood aside with a forced smile, but his heart was as depressed as lead. The joy of the family game was short-lived, and the main game was covered by dark clouds. He squeezed the seal to test, and the phantom of the pig condensed in the green mist exploded with a hum. The heat wave backfired and the pain in the nose became more severe, and the green edge surged again. Hiss. He gasped, the aroma of rice mixed with the sour smell of green hit his nostrils. The night was dark outside the window, and the campus magic clock, dong dong, sounded the midnight patrol warning. The mobile phone dinged, Li Xiu's video popped up, his green face had faded into pink scars, he looked gray and gray with the fog in the dormitory in the background, and shouted excitedly, "Brother Feng. Pig Nose has retreated. The Duck Army is ready for the main competition, I will be your sparring partner." Hot searches exceeded 15 million, Pig Family Disco ranked second, student BGM's homemade pig hum rap, and the whole school went crazy. Qin Feng's pig nose buzzed and his heart sank deeper. Xiu, come to the backyard and train in a low-key manner. The Pig King counterattacked and upgraded, but Teacher Gu banned the props and Zhang Hao took revenge. Li Xiu blinked and didn't hear clearly. The screen flickered and the door banged in the backyard 10 minutes later. The afterglow of the setting sun has disappeared, and the magic barrier in the backyard buzzes with a blue light barrier. The moonlight shines on the lawn like frost. The green edge of Qin Feng's pig's nose retreats slightly. The sleeves of his robe are rolled up, and he confidently stamps, S-Class Fireball Backlash, try remote green mist control pig. Green mist seeped out from the nose, condensed. The phantom of the pig gathered on the lawn, hummed, and ran away. Li Xiu rushed into the backyard and waved the bubble shield with his staff. Brother Feng is awesome. The duck army has upgraded, I will blister the shield to block the chicken shit. Qin Feng's thoughts prompted, the green mist surged and locked Li Xiu with a boom, and the pig phantom expanded and pounced. The backlash was out of control. Green mist poured into Li Xiu's nostrils, and with a pop, his head shrank, turning into a palm-sized pink piglet that ran around, squeaking. His staff fell to the ground and rolled on the lawn, and his hooves ran wildly and hit the barrier with a dong-dong. Qin Feng's eyes widened, and the heat wave in his pig nose surged. Xiu. You, pig teammates are backlashed. Piglet Li Xiu's nose buzzed, his pink pig eyes turned white, and his squeaking voice was like a cassette. Feng. Brother Feng's pig nose is a black hole. The sparring partner becomes a pig pet, the invincible pit king. Add pig teammates to the hot search Lian Meng. The green mist in the backyard was filled with the sour smell of grass, and the blue light of the barrier trembled and flickered. Li Xiu's piggy hooves hit Qin Feng's shoes with a bang. Qin Feng's heart sank. He was confident in training, but the more he practiced, the more he practiced. The backlash was to upgrade the hidden bomb, and the whole game turned into pigs with all the pig noses open. Dad poked his head out the back door, his beard trembling, and smiled. Pig Alliance. The fireworks turned into a pet shop. Gu Wan sprang out her long braids and said, Brother. Piggy Xiu is so cute, the video has tens of millions of fans. Li Xiu's piggy squeaked, angrily sprayed green bubbles, rolled on the lawn and got dust all over his body, suppressing embarrassment like a net bag covering his head. As the sky dawned, Qin Feng's pig nose retreated to the green dot on the tip of his nose, and he dragged Li Xiu back to campus in his piggy form. His shoes were wet with dew on the lawn and made a clack sound. The magic clock at the school gate rang like a reminder. Students whispered, Pig Superman is racing a dark horse. I heard that he secretly practiced forbidden spells, and the green mist summoned the magic pig army. After Lin Yuyan's lavender-scented avatar was privately messaged, the campus encounter seemed like a disaster approaching. Her blue robe fluttered, her beautiful eyes glanced with cold lightning, and she pinched the ice arrow seal. When passing by the playground, she saw the phantom of the green mist piglet in Qin Feng's palm dissipated with a hum. A misunderstanding broke out in an instant. Qin Feng. The pig head secretly practices black magic. The green mist pig spirit summons, the prelude to the destruction of the school with forbidden spells. The scandalous pig ice CP is not enough, the pig-headed dark devil, is passed on to the whole school. The school king Bingjian freezes the pig's nose. She waved her staff, and the ice mist hissed and covered Qin Feng's shoes, freezing into cracks of green frost. Her beautiful eyes widened with shock and contempt, and the surrounding students clicked with their mobile phones, whispering, the black horse of the class summons the magic pig, Zhang Hao joins the ice arrow, and Teacher Gu will be deducted for his collapse. Qin Feng's pig nose is buzzing and swollen, green mist is rushing around his palms, heat is scalding, and his heart is like falling into an ice cave. Misunderstandings are escalating, rumors are like wildfire, black magic labels are overwhelming, and the dark horse becomes a public enemy before the race. Li Xiu's little pig squeaked out of his pocket, pink nose spray taunting passersby, pig teammate black devil. Brother Feng tricked me into favoring me, and the ICP frozen the pig army. Lin Yuyan left in a swipe of the wind, and her frost shoes smashed to the ground, leaving a patch of green ice scum on the ground, pungent cold air. The campus bell rang rapidly, the patrolling teacher was vague, Qin Feng lowered his head and walked quickly, the dull pain in the pig's nose indicated a new backlash, and the pressure was crushing like a black cloud. In class at noon, Gu Wan's robe was stained with burn marks, her pig nose had receded and her hair was green and burnt. She stood solemnly on the podium, her eyes locked on Qin Feng, Dark Horse personal trainer, demonstration after the playground backfire. Forbidden props, all rely on S-level field control. Qin Feng's heart sank, and he followed her to the side. In the remote playground, the green lawn was rustling in the wind, and Teacher Gu's staff touched the ground to form a barrier, fireball backlash demonstration, pig nose remote green mist. Qin Feng pressed the seal confidently, and the green mist nose exuded the humph of the target pig prop, a small loss of control. The heat wave backfired violently, green mist poured into Gu Wan's hair, and the sound of perming sounded. Her black hair curled and smoked, the edges of her robe were scorched black, her eyes were as round as copper bells, her voice was trembling and sharp, Qin Feng. Backfired on the perm master. S-level Dark Horse turned into a fire pig oven. The hair collapsed, I will report it myself. She swung her staff wildly to extinguish the fire, and the water mist evaporated like an exploding chicken coop. Gu Wan collapsed and squatted on the ground, covering her head. The serious teacher's face was twisted in fear, genius. The disaster star. Destroyed the teacher before the main game, Zhang Hao died laughing. The laughter was in full swing, the doorbell rang sharply, and Gu Wan's figure flashed on the magic screen. The green edge of her robe was still intact, her pig nose was slightly swollen and sprayed with powder mist, her nose was buzzing and she pushed the door open and barged in, Qin Feng. Family meeting. Green mist disco smells floating in the school park, the Dark Horse will be selected for the main competition. The whole family was dumbfounded, and her mother's hands were stiff, Teacher Gu. Pig-nosed alliance. Gu Wan puffed her nose and glanced at the colored pink light ball, her eyes widened in shock, S-level home version. S. At dusk, Qin Feng lowered his head and left the school, dragging Li Xiu's little pig home with a dull pain in his nose. The blood-red sunset stretched out his shadow, and a sudden old voice sounded, "Boy. Pig-headed black horse, stop." The strange school guard uncle rushed out, wrapped in greasy work robes, dust was flying on the broomstick, and the fragments of the magic mirror in his hand buzzed and flashed green. His goatee trembled, and his eyes narrowed into slits, eerie, explosion, I picked up the school evidence. The green mist residue plus pig nose hair, the mirror video freezes the chicken shit and rain of bullets, the principal will report. The dark devil of skipping class will catch you before the game. The uncle's broom popped, blocking the road, the dust fluttered and raised his nose, the green chicken clucked in the mirror and watched from a distance, Qin Feng's heart was pounding, the ironclad interception, the crisis is over, and the black cloud finally exploded. Li Xiu's little pig squeaks in panic, the heat wave in the pig's nose gathers momentum, and the new backlash buzzes faintly. The sunset at the school gate is as red as pig blood spilling on the ground, elongating Qin Feng's shadow and twisting into a pig arch shape. The school janitor's goatee trembles like a green brush, the greasy work robe flutters and raises dust and chokes his nose. The fragments of his magic mirror buzz with green light. The pig's nose hairs flutter in the green mist inside the mirror. The rain of chicken feces bombs pop replays to destroy the formation, and more crystal fragments are faintly dinging, flashing. The uncle's eyes narrowed into a gloomy slit, and the broomstick blocked the road and dust hit his face, the pig-headed black devil. The mirror proves the truth behind the bombing of the school, stealing the magic crystal and causing the green mist to backfire and destroy the formation. I will personally pick up the evidence of pig nose hair and chicken feces. The principal will report it tonight. All black horses will be buckled for skipping classes. I will arrest you and put you in the magic prison. The students snickered from a distance and watched, and the mobile phone clicked like a wolf pack. Roar, the smell of sour green mist mixed with dusty earth penetrates directly into the nostrils. Qin Feng's pig nose is buzzing with green dots, and the heat wave is buzzing. His heart feels like falling into a pig pen, and the ironclad evidence is like a chain strangling his throat. The charge of crystal theft is confirmed, and the black devil label is forever. Li Xiu's little pig squeaked out of his pocket, his pink nose buzzed and sprayed with dust on the lawn. His pig's eyes turned white and he looked at Qin Feng's shoes in panic. Feng, brother Feng. Is the uncle's mirror fake? The crystal is the pig food residue I secretly ate in the dormitory last night. Don't destroy the hot search pig hum rap. Lightning flashed in Qin Feng's mind, and the psychological game was like a pig's brainstorm, head to head. The pig's nose backfires and escalates, the green mist explodes and the whole school turns into pigs. Gu Wan's perm collapses again, begging for mercy. The dark horse's dignity is shattered. Zhang Hao's green bubble laughs to death in revenge. Run away. The patrol teacher is vague, and the iron-proof mirror is chasing the soul. With a flash of wisdom, he endured the heat wave with his pig nose, pretending to be cowardly, lowered his head and rubbed the green spot on the tip of his nose. Uncle, the spar misunderstood. The pig nose backfired on the innocent people trained. The mirror proves that I will pluck the pig hair for you to check. The uncle's goatee shook wildly. The lens came closer to sniff the pig's sour smell. Test it. The crystal green light proves theft. The pig criminal is coming with me. He stretched out his hand to grab Qin Feng's robe, and scratched the cloth with a click on the onychomycosis. The students whispered, the pig black devil is captured live. Lin Yuyan and ice arrows are linked together, and Zhang Hao is encircling and suppressing with green bubbles. The desperate situation was overwhelming. Qin Feng's heart was heavy, but a flash of lightning flashed. At the core of the mirror fragment, he secretly changed the evidence to break the situation. From the corner of his eye, he glanced at Li Xiu's little pig squeaking, and said to himself, Xiu, pig mate, come on. The pig food dregs in the pocket are replaced by the green hair in the mirror. Fight quickly. Li Xiu's pink pig's eyes widened, and his hooves squeaked wildly to dig at the pig food hidden in his pocket last night. Green crystals, the stone-like feed, Golu, rolled out, and the nose bubble, pop, covered it. His little piggy body jumped up and bumped into the uncle's trouser leg. His hooves quickly scooped up the mirror fragments with a ding sound while dust was flying. The pig food residue, pop, was stuffed into the green mist inside the mirror, and the mirror light flashed and danced wildly. The uncle lowered his head in confusion. Little pig demon. Pioneer of the pig army. Qin Feng took the opportunity to squeeze the seal and pretended to lose control. The green dots on the tip of his nose were slightly infiltrated by the green mist. Humph. The little pig's shadow flashed, covering Li Xiu. The little pig rolled back into his pocket. Ji succeeded in spitting bubbles. The uncle took a quick look at the mirror. The pig nose hairs in the green light turned into pig food dregs and squirmed. The crystal fragments in the rain of chicken shit melted into green paste. His goatee twitched. Evidence. Are you hungry? Weird. The uncle's natural instincts were revealed. He opened his mouth and licked the green residue inside the mirror. The sweet and sour taste of pig food burst into his stomach. His eyes suddenly became as round as pig bells. His work robe was buzzing and bulging. His goatee grew wildly. The green hair spurted out, and his barking changed into a humming pig cry, and his hooves landed on the ground and popped, turning into a greasy pig body and running wildly on campus. Pig food backfires. Black devil boy, I turned into a pig chasing you all over the school. The broomstick swished behind like a comet, and the dust and green mist trailed behind the old man, and the students screamed, the school worker pig king. Qin Feng summoned the pig army, and the crystal bomb turned into a pig-chasing battle. Qin Feng's heart was filled with ecstasy, the first step to break the situation of changing the pig food certificate, but it caused the whole school to chase pigs and laugh. The heat wave in his pig nose was suppressed, and he ran wildly along the campus tree-lined avenue. The afterglow of the setting sun drew pig shadows, and the green dot on the tip of his nose buzzed to warn of new backlash. Li Xiu's little pig squeaked in his pocket and laughed wildly and crossed his legs. Brother Feng has a great plan. Uncle Pig Food Pit, the hot search for pig workers chasing the Pig King, has exceeded 20 million for the third time. The school worker pig hit the tree with a hum and dong, and the broken branches flew away, and the green beard the winding leaves flicked, and the students passing by stared at them and stood dumbfounded. Pig, a pig worker variant. Qin Feng's Black Demon Pig Spirit Army, invincible in summoning skills. Lin Yuyan suddenly appeared in a blue robe, and her beautiful eyes swept away the cold light and the scent of lavender hit her nostrils. She pinched the ice arrow seal halfway, but when she was chasing the dark devil, she saw the school worker pig chasing Qin Feng. She misunderstood and screamed, "Qin Feng! Are you expanding the pig army? Steal the crystal stone to recruit pig workers, destroy the school and turn the whole school into pigs, and freeze the pig-nosed dark devil with ice arrows." The staff hissed and sprayed ice mist, freezing the Kara pig-shaped ice sculpture in the flower bed on the roadside. The surrounding students were snapping pictures on their mobile phones and whispering, "The class beauty is fighting against the pig army. The Pig Ice CP has become the Pig Frozen Alliance, and Zhang Hao Green Pao is here to help." The whole school's pig-chasing fight is full of laughs, the campus clock, dong, is ringing randomly and the pigs are humming electronic beats. Qin Feng's running center is replaying the psychological game, Lin Yuyan is dying with an ice arrow, the pig workers are chasing the gray tail of the soul, and the students are surrounding the black clouds. Top, the pig's snout is ready to bite back and it will turn into a pig, and the whole audience will be miserable. The sacrifice layout flashed, and he urged the little pig Li Xiu, the pig pet split up to attract the monsters, "I will bite back and control the field." Li Xiu squeaked and jumped out of his pocket, Pink the piglet swooshed and ran up the tree, spraying bubbles and taunting, "You idiot pig worker. Brother Feng, the Pig King, summoned you to be his pet," and the green bubble Zhang Hao came to lick it. The school worker pig, humming, turned angrily and chased Li Xiu, hitting the rockery and, bang, the gravel flying green hair dancing wildly. Lin Yuyan's ice arrow locked Qin Feng with a swish, but missed the frozen tree. Kara, the pig ice sculpture collapsed, and the students screamed to avoid, pig chasing pig splitting battle. The Black Demon Qin Feng's clone technique, the hot search pig army civil war burst into laughter. Qin Feng took advantage of the chaos and ran into the lawn at the edge of the playground. The heat wave in the pig's nose was surging and the green spots on the tip of his nose were swelling and painful. He endured the despair and turned to resourcefulness. Backlash, the green mist summoned the pig's shadow to lure Gu Wan to help. Pressing the seal to activate, the green mist nose exuded humph, and the phantoms of the pigs ran across the lawn. The sour smell was fragrant and the smell of grass was fragrant. The students stared from a distance and complained, "The pig army has materialized. Qin Feng's Black Demon Pig King has arrived." On the eve of the school anniversary pig war warm-up, Gu Wanmeng's long braids flew out of the school with a blushing face. The live video broadcast on her mobile phone was caca. She giggled wildly and jumped on the back of the colonel's pig, Uncle Pig, Green Mist riding pig show, sister version. Lin Yuyan was surrounded by ice mist in her blue robe, her beautiful eyes widened in shock and her shoulders trembled slightly. Pig riding to help. Gu Wan is infected by the green mist. Is Qin Feng a ghost in the pig army? Her ice arrow hesitated in mid-air and hissed into the mist, and the students turned to whispers. The class beauty is dumbfounded. Zhu Bing CP reconciliation. The evidence of the school workers' pig excrement, Qin Feng's dark horse cleared him up. Gu Wan, the school worker, rode on the pig's back and ran around the playground. The green paste hit the ground with a snap. The backlash of the pig's food gradually receded. He hummed and spit bubbles on the ground. The fragments of the arch mirror clicked and shattered into green slag. The irrefutable evidence disappeared. The heat wave of Qin Feng's pig nose subsided, the green dot on the tip of the nose shrank, and the feeling of relief was reversed. Li Xiu split up at the expense of resourcefulness plus Gu Wan pig riding. The backlash control field was not exploded, the crisis was temporarily resolved, the black cloud cracks, but the whole school was laughing and hot searches were going crazy, and the public enemy became the prototype of a laughing stock hero. As night falls, the school light bulb buzzes with colorful powder. Gu Wan jumps off the pig's back and sweeps the green paste with her long braids. She hugs Qin Feng with her cute face and hugs Qin Feng excitedly, brother. The video of the pig worker chasing the pig has millions of likes. It proves that the pig manure is empty, and the reverse is a dark horse. Brother seeks a saint. The pig body of the school janitor gradually returned to his human form, his work robe was gray and green, his goatee was scorching green and he squatted on the ground. Pig food pit. The evidence is broken, principal, stop reporting. The students dispersed and snickered, and the mobile phone, ding ding, hot search bomb. The pig worker chases the pig king in the campus battle, Gu Wan rides the pig and reverses the black devil's laughter. Breaking 35 million, pig hum rap remix echoed throughout the school. Qin Feng was mentally relaxed but the alarm bells were ringing, the reversal was slight, the pressure of the race was not gone, Lin Yuyan was showing off her cold power, Gu Wanjiao was deducting points, Zhang Hao was gaining momentum, the premonition of a dull pain in the pig's nose exploded. He whispered to Gu Wan, sister, go home in a low profile. Teacher Gu forced us to practice together on the eve of the school anniversary, and the backlash is buzzing. Gu Wan nodded with her long braid, and led the three figures of Li Xiu and Piggy into the night. The campus was full of green and sour smells, and they were laughing in the distance. Gu Wan's anxious figure flashed on the podium, and the green edge of his robe trembled and his eyes locked. Qin Feng. If you can't come to practice together, you will be banned from the competition. Qin Feng's heart sank into a new black cloud, the backlash erupted on the eve of the school anniversary, and the Pig King's Jedi counterattack was ready to go. The night wind stirred up the sour green paste, which smelled like fermentation in a pig pen. The three figures of Qin Feng rushed into the alley at the back entrance of the campus. Gu Wan's long braid flicked the green residue and stuck it to the soles of her shoes. She blushed and giggled, brother. The video of pig workers chasing pigs broke 4,000-10,000, the most popular one is, Gu Wan rides the pig diss school worker. The black devil is whitewashing, and the fans are calling the pig king couple. Li Xiu's legs were squeaking, and his pink nose was buzzing, brother Feng. Uncle Pig food pit, the mirror is broken. The proof is clear, the dark horse is safe in the race. Qin Feng felt a dull pain in his nose and the heat was burning in his nose. He rubbed the green spots on the tip of his nose and shouted, low down. Gu Wan's hair is locked and he won't be able to come to practice together. Don't blow it up on the eve of the school anniversary. The three of them sneaked back home. The smell of fireworks filled their nostrils, and their parents were patrolling the door. Dad whispered, the pig is so hot, I'm a dark horse, so I'm keeping a low profile. Mom hugged her with water mist, genius pig nose holds back, Mom escorts me in the finals. In the blink of an eye, on the eve of the school anniversary, the light bulbs in the magic auditorium buzzed and exploded with colorful powder like a rain of fireworks. The air was filled with lavender ice fragrance and a pungent smell. All the students in the school crowded the stands and whispered buzzingly, live broadcast of Pig King's joint training. Gu Wan's trio versus Lin Yuyan's team, Qin Feng's black demon pig nose recurrence warm-up. The magic circle, Kara Kara, in the center of the stage was spinning with golden light. The green edge of Gu Wanjiao's robe trembled, and his beautiful eyes glanced at Qin Feng, Qin Feng. The most popular joke in the pig war, and he proved himself in the S-level competition. He lost all his points and was suspended. Boom, hanging in the air like a dragon ball, passers-by stared and swallowed. Teacher is hot. Qin Feng Pig Nose vs Ice Arrow, Pig Bing CP decisive battle. Li Xiu has returned to human form, his thin face and pink nose are still there. Zhu Heng rap whispers, Xiuzhu Pet is online, Brother Feng is in control. The green spot on the tip of the nose swells and hurts, and the heart sinks into the abyss of the pig pen. The backlash is pre-exploding. Gu Wan strict master presses the top, Lin Yuyan's blue robe floats with beautiful eyes, Zhang Hao's green bubble staff is gaining momentum, and the surrounding students laugh like a wave. The pig black devil is on stage. The hot search pig army is summoned. Gu Wan is cheated and gets 2.0. Lin Yuyan's blue robe wrapped around her body, the ice mist hissing like a frost dragon, her beautiful eyes locking with Qin Feng and the scent of lavender filling her nostrils. She sneered at the seal and said, Qin Feng, the pig cavalry turned the laughing stock. The joint training proved that there is no pig army. The Ice Arrow team crushed it, and the dark horse turned into a pig scum. Zhang Hao's green bubble, Golu, sprayed the air with a sour smell, and the students whispered, the class beauty ice pig fight. Zhang Hao's green bubble takes revenge. Qin Feng blows up the auditorium. The referee bell rang, dong dong, and Gu Wan shouted, start. Simulate the maze battle. 3-team Lin defends the formation and breaks through it. The magic circle boomed and raised the void barrier. The golden light dazzled the eyes and buzzed the eardrums. Qin Feng pressed seals to activate the green mist defense. The heat wave from the pig's nose oozed out. Puff! Gu Wan sprayed the green bubbles, and the students laughed wildly. Li Xiu's teammate cheated. The teacher got 3.0. Gu Wan screamed and flicked the green bubbles. Qin Feng, control your best friend. Lin Yuyan's ice arrows shot like a silver snake, freezing the edge of the stage and cracking the pig ice sculpture. Zhang Hao's green bubble, Golu, melted ice and burst into acid mist. Qin Feng's pig nose heat wave couldn't suppress the flash of green dots. His heart was desperate like a pig falling into a frying pan. The backlash was out of control. The green mist's nose sprayed wildly, humph hum, and the pig army's phantoms ran around. And the stage formation, bang, the golden light twisted. And collapsed. A black hole cracked open on the floor of the auditorium, and the shadow of the maze swallowed everyone. The students screamed and scattered, the pig nose exploded. Everyone fell into the maze, and the dark devil Qin Feng designed a trap. Gu Wanjiao was wrapped in green bubbles, her beautiful eyes widened, and her shoulders trembled as she fell. Qin Feng. You pig backfired and ruined the joint training, and the S-level dream was shattered. Lin Yuyan wore a blue robe of ice mist to protect her body, and her beautiful eyes screamed in shock, Dark Devil Pig King. Is the maze your home? Everyone crashed into the labyrinth stone hall with a dong dong. The smell of damp moss and sulfur choked their noses. The moss on the walls was rustling, and the runes were squirming with a green light. The surrounding passages were twisted like a maze of pig intestines. Gu Wan stood up in a robe with a gray head and a dirty face. His hair was green and bubbles were ticking, and his beautiful eyes were angry. Fire, Qin Feng. The backlash is out of control, the rules of the maze suppress magic, and the escape proves innocence. Li Xiu, with a thin face and a pale face, rubbed his butt, panicking and sealing. Xiu pig fire opens the way. The wrong spell exploded again, and the gulu gulu piranha boomed broke out of the wall, with giant petals, crack. Green juice splashed from the teeth, and the sour smell hit her nose. The flower vines hissed and wrapped around Gu Wan's legs. She screamed and threw fireballs. Li Xiu, idiot. Piranha S-level, bit off the leg. The students projected on the magic screen in the distance, staring and whispering, pig teammate summons cow. Qin Feng's black devil laughed to death, hot search, maze pig flower civil war. Lin Yuyan's ice arrow swished the frozen petals and cracked the broken ice. Zhang Hao sprayed the flower heart with gulu melting juice and stared at Qin Feng suspiciously, the pig nose design. Is the flower a variant of your pig army? The pop mechanism at the end of the passage was triggered, and Su Wan's long braided shadow rushed into the maze. With her cute face, she sneaked in to save her brother, Brother Pig King. The live broadcast of the girl riding the pig continues, the pig riding show in the maze. But she stepped on the trap and, buzzed, a red light exploded, and instantly turned into a pink mouse, squeaking and scurrying around with its plush tail. Gray, her mouse eyes widened and she yelled cutely, "Brother." She turned into a mouse. Pig nose is infected. Li Xiu saved Su Wan from hugging the mouse, and the piranha vines hissed around him. He screamed and rolled to the ground, sister mouse and pig pet Lian Meng. The flower bites the ass. Gu Wan exploded with fireballs and exploded with green juice splashing on his face, his beautiful eyes trembling. Tutsao, Su Wan sneaked in. A family of pigs is in chaos, and the black devil Qin Feng's family is in trouble. Lin Yuyan wore a blue robe and ice mist to protect the crowd, and her beautiful eyes pointed at Qin Feng, evidence. Rat girl plus pig flower plus collapse, all planned by you, the pig army rules the school anniversary. Zhang Hao soaked Su Wan's rat body with gulu in green, the beautiful eyes were shocked, the alliance of dark demon pigs and rats, revenge will destroy you. The walls of the labyrinth squeezed, the green light of the runes hummed and oppressed the heart, the air was as hot as a steamer in a pig pen, and everyone's hearts were at the peak of despair. The magic failed, the flowers and vines were dancing wildly, the rat girls were running around, and the rules were ironclad and unsolvable. Qin Feng's pig nose heat wave is gathering momentum like a volcano, the green dot on the tip of the nose swells to the size of a pig bell, and the pig's heart is heavy, but the lightning flashes wildly, the trump card is reversed, and the pig collapses the rules. He roared and pinched and couldn't bear to suppress it. Humph hum hum, the green mist nose exploded like a pig dragon spraying wildly. The whole maze, bang, the green acid mist billowed. The wall runes, ziz, corroded and transformed into pigs. The man-eating flower petals, clicked, and turned into pig mouths and, bit themselves. The flower vines turned into pig tails and flicked around with, snap. Gu Wan's eyes were as wide as copper bells, her beautiful eyes were trembling with green bubbles, and her voice was trembling, Qin Feng. Backlash collapses the maze. Pig mist goes against the rules, an S-level genius. Lin Yuyan's blue robe, ice mist melting green, beautiful eyes widened, shoulders trembling, lavender scent mixed with pig acid, pig nose, invincible. Designed to become a savior, the black devil's trump card exploded. Li Xiu hugged Su Wan, the thin-faced pig, with his eyes turned white and screamed, Brother Feng, the pig king, destroyed himself, the hot search, maze pig collapse, exceeded 100 million. Su Wan's mouse squeaked and the pink mouse eyes blinked, Brother, pig missed, save my sister, rat pig CP will last forever. The green mist, buzzed and swallowed the core of the maze, the stone hall, crackered and burst into golden light, everyone, swooshed and sprayed out of the auditorium stage, the light balls and colored powder, popped, like celebratory fireworks, the students in the stands screamed and exploded, their eyes widened and their jaws dropped to the ground, the pig nose is against the sky. The maze pig collapses, Qin Feng's dark horse is S++. Gu Wan climbed up and wrapped himself in a pig green robe, her scorched hair fluttered and her beautiful eyes trembled in admiration, Qin Feng has a perfect score in the joint training, and the competition is S-class. Lin Yuyan's blue robe is messy. The mist cleared, and the mist of beautiful eyes and the scent of lavender hit the nostrils. Her fragrant shoulders shook slightly and she whispered, Pig, genius. You misunderstood me, black devil hero. Zhang Hao deflated his gulu and knelt down, and the students' whispers became fanatical, Zhu Bing CP is true love. Su Wan Shu Pig live broadcast, the Pig King became a god on the eve of the school anniversary. Su Wan returned to the human form with a long braid and pig juice and hugged brother god. The mouse has turned back, the maze pig riding video is 50 million. Li Xiu raps and sings, Brother Feng's trump card is Pig Fog, everyone is reunited. The auditorium bell rang loudly, and the referee announced, the Qin group wins in the joint training. The final tomorrow, Qin Feng Dark Horse S level. The whole audience cheered like thunder, the electronic beat of pig humming echoed, the heat wave of Qin Feng's pig nose finally receded and the green dot on the tip of the nose disappeared, the heart was filled with joy and reversal, the desperate card was suppressed, the misunderstanding was eliminated and the hero was established. Gu Wan slapped her shoulder and smiled tremblingly, genius, the control in the finals backfires. Lin Yuyan's beautiful eyes turned red with shame and said to Bingquan, Pig, hero, I'm sorry for the misunderstanding. Everyone laughed and rolled to the ground. The smell of pig sour green juice mixed with ice and cigarettes filled the air, and the hot search for Qin Feng Pig Fog Collapse Maze exceeded 100 million. Qin Feng's pig's nose exploded with green spots, his brain buzzed with heat, the barrier's blue light trembled and shattered, green smoke billowed in the playground, and his knees weakened. Teacher, miscontrol, backlash upgrade hidden dangers. Gu Wan's hair was burning, and the smell was filled with green acid. She stood up and shook her robe, her eyes were red and silky. She was shocked and despaired, failed to prove. Points are deducted from the dark horse, and the school anniversary is on the verge of ban. The pressure was like a giant hammer hitting the heart, the main game was full of dangers, and misunderstandings were clouded over the city. On the final day of the school anniversary, the light ball in the magic auditorium buzzed and burst into golden and red fireworks like a tornado. The scent of lavender ice mixed with the sour green mist in the air hit the nose. Thousands of people in the school filled the stands and screamed, buzzing and eardrums trembled, Pig King Qin Feng S++ Dark Horse. The maze pig collapses and searches for billions. In the final, the pig nose kills the principal to verify. The magic circle, Kara Kara, in the center of the stage rotates and rises into the virtual sky of a 100-meter-high tower. Shadow, the golden light of runes pierced the dog's eyes, the principal's white robe fluttered on the high platform, his beautiful eyes like eagles locked the entrance, and the low voice was like thunder, S-class genius verification. Qin Feng team vs Lin Yuyan team, 10 rounds of maze tower battle, loss of control points and lifetime ban. The students' jaws collectively dropped to the ground, passers-by stared at the round pig eyes and swallowed saliva, principal's personal review. The Pig King's nose exploded on the top of the tower, the hot search for Pig Head to become a god in the finals is scheduled. The trio of Qin Feng stepped onto the stage. The pig nose had a premonition of erupting like a volcano, and the green dots on the tip of the nose swelled wildly. He was heartbroken. Zhu Yuan roared, hold it. Control the green mist in the first round, and the pig-shaped tower base will not explode. The heat wave of the pig nose exploded, and the wings of the nose instantly swelled into a giant pig head. Thousands of people in the audience were silent for 3 seconds, and laughter flooded the auditorium like a boom. Students pointed out and burst into tears, the pig head has returned. Qin Feng's dark horse has turned into a real pig king, and his nose is too big. The hot search exceeded 2 billion. Lin Yuyan was surrounded by ice mist in her blue robe, and her beautiful eyes were scented with cold electric lavender. She covered her mouth and said, "Pft," with a fragrant smile. Her shoulders trembled wildly. She pinched the ice arrow with her seal and said, Qin Feng laughed to death with his pig head. The illusion of joint training will backfire and the waste pig retires. The ice team has a clean S-level dream. Zhang Hao's green bubble staff, Golu, gathered momentum, his green face twisted and laughed until he cramped. The pig head takes revenge. The nostrils are blown, and the school worker's uncle's mirror is shattered. Gu Wan's green-edged robe trembled with his scorched hair, his beautiful eyes widened and his shoulders trembled like a sieve, Qin Feng. The pig head tolerated the control and counterattacked, and the finals were full of pitfalls. Su Wan in the audience threw her long braid in the air and blushed. Jumping to the feet and shouting, Brother Pig Head, come on. Sister Mouse is riding a pig to live broadcast for 1 billion, and her nose will blow up the top of the tower. My parents used fireworks to protect themselves with water mist, and Dad growled, "Son, pig nose, hold back, the dark horse is low-key and rebel." Mom hugged the air with tears and mist, genius pig head mom escorts, the final pig king. The referee's clock went dong dong, and the first round of the base battle began. Li Xiu's thin face and pink nose were still there, and the substitute came to the stage in a panic to seal, "Xiu pig pet is online. Pig fire bullets control the field, Feng Gu pig head rests." Wrong curse, green the light exploded, the pig pen was summoned from the ground with a boom, 100 pink pigs rushed over the stage with hum 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 and overturned the magic circle, the pigs' trotters, pop bang, crushed the golden runes, and the pig's nose sprayed green bubbles and the sour smell filled the whole place like fermentation in the pig pen. The pigs swarmed around and bit Zhang Hao's trouser legs, squeaking, and tearing, the green bubbles popping, spraying Lin Yuyan's blue robe, Kara, the frozen pig ice sculpture cracked. The whole audience burst into laughter and screams. The students' eyes burst into blood vessels and their chins hit the ground, King Li Xiu. The pigs rushed the tower, and the hot search for pig army invasion in the finals went crazy. Lin Yuyan's ice arrows, swish, shot the frozen pigs wildly. Gu Wan was forced to join the battle. The fireballs blasted the pigs, splashing with green juice and causing them to burn 4.0. Her beautiful eyes burst into tears, "Li Xiu, you idiot." 50 points for the pig-headed Qin Feng teammate, and the teacher, the pig fire couplet, is so cute. The pigs hummed and hit Gu Wan's legs. She screamed, and the fireball exploded and burned the pig's tail. The sour green mist filled her nose and stung her lungs. The weird school janitor suddenly appeared on stage, with a greasy pig body hugging a giant pig and cheering, and the pig's nose sprayed green slag and stuck to Qin Feng's pig's head, Brother Pig King. Uncle Pig helps out, the mirror is broken and the hot search link is cute, riding Pig D, the whole audience. Seeing the buzzing reinforcements, the pigs rioted and overturned the high platform with the symbol Kala, and half of the tower collapsed. The whole audience was in chaos, and the students laughed wildly and rolled their eyes, the school worker Pig King and his wife. The pig army's civil war destroyed the tower, and Qin Feng's black devil's laughter will last forever. Su Wan screamed from the pigs back in the audience, "Uncle Zhu Zhu." Sister Shu Zhu's 3 consecutive games, the video exceeded 1.5 billion. The parents shouted in chorus, "Pig nose, come on." The pig pen is low-key reverse. Qin Feng's pig head is as hot as lava, and his heart is filled with despair. The pigs have trapped the tower, Lin Xiu has withdrawn from the game, and the backlash is uncontrollable, and the S-level dream is shattered. Lin Yuyan's beautiful eyes sneered suspiciously, and the ice mist hissed and sealed the wall of the pig pen, evidence. The pig head is designed to recruit pigs, and the black devil rules the school. Zhang Hao soaked the pigs in the green bubble, gulu gulu, with melting juice, and the beautiful eyes were ecstatic, revenge pig bubble. Kneel down and wash, Qin Feng kneels down to waste the pig. In the tower battle, the pigs hummed and sprayed green bubbles into the air. Gu Wan's fireball blasted the tower and splashed green juice on the principal's white robe. He narrowed his beautiful eyes and roared, "Points will be deducted for chaos. Qin Feng controls the field or he will be banned." Li Xiu hugged the pig and rolled to the ground, and the wrong curse exploded again. The whole audience laughed in despair, and the students whispered and turned to ridicule, "The Pig King's family will destroy the tower." The hot search, pigs destroyed the school in the finals, Qin Feng is finished. Qin Feng's pig head trembled and his nose was trembling with heat. He gritted his teeth and roared unbearably, his trump card, the pig fog, exploded, contrary to the rules of the tower. The pig's nose, hum 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 hum, the green mist exploded like a pig dragon hurricane that swept through the whole tower. The sour green mist, sizzled, corroded the runes and the golden light twisted it into pigs, the moss on the tower wall squirmed and turned into pig skin and flicked its tail, the pigs and chipmunks buzzed, the green mist swallowed the self-transformed pig mud, Golu, and died on the ground. Gu Wan's eyes were as bright as copper bells, her hair was ticking green, her beautiful eyes were trembling, her voice was trembling and she screamed, Qin, pig-headed divine control. The fog defies the rules of the tower, and the S++ genius is amazing. Lin Yuyan's blue robe, ice and mist melted green, her beautiful eyes widened like a full moon with fragrant shoulders. Trembling to the point of cramping, the scent of lavender mixed with pig acid choked her nose. Her fragrant lips trembled and she whispered regretfully, Pig, the invincible ace. Misunderstood and retired from the competition. I am blind, the black magic hero. Zhang Hao's green bubble staff popped and broke, and he knelt down with a green face and pale eyes. Howling in despair, the pig mist melts. The dream of revenge is shattered, I will kneel down forever, Qin Feng, the pig god, have mercy on me. The school janitor hugged the pig and rolled to the ground, laughing and snorting the pig's nose into Qin Feng, Uncle Pig King is in uniform. The mirror is broken and the strain is real, the hot search for the pig couple exceeds 3 billion. Li Xiu the face pig hummed and rapped, singing and rolling, Brother Feng, pig fog god. The pigs destroyed themselves, the tower is stable, the pit king is super god. Su Wan's mouse body turned red and retreated into human form, her long braids swept the pig mud and hugged the pig-headed brother. Brother Zhu Wu saves my sister, the rats and pig flowers are all wiped out for 5 billion. The green mist, rumbling, swallowed the core of the tower, and the tower, cracking, raking, transformed into pigs and cracked, golden light burst out like a violent rain of fireworks, and everyone, swish swish, sprayed out of the tower top stage, and the light balls and fireworks, pop pop pop, celebrated the pig rain. Thousands of people the stand screamed, eyes widened, blood vessels burst, chins smashed through the floor, and they worshipped collectively, pig's head defies the will of heaven. Tower pig collapses S+++ dark horse, Qin Feng campus god king is the most popular in the universe. The principal is wrapped in white robes and pig green. Her beautiful eyes trembled with admiration and she clapped her hands with thunder, Qin Feng's S-level verification has exceeded the standard. The championship is irrefutable, and he will be the pig king of the whole school forever. Gu Wan got up from the robe and pig juice dripped, her beautiful eyes were filled with mist, and her shoulders were trembling with a trembling smile, genius pig control skills, decisive a perfect score for the teacher. The parents hugged each other with mist and fireworks, and the father roared with laughter, the son's pig nose is reversed, the black horse dad is proud. The mother tearfully kissed the pig nose, the genius son and mother's escort came true, and the pig king family is reunited. Lin Yuyan's blue robe was messy and the ice mist cleared away, her beautiful eyes were blushing and the scent of lavender hit her nostrils. She knelt down and her shoulders trembled and she cried regretfully, Qin Feng. Pig hero, mocking me for retiring from the competition, Ice Pig CP really loves to beg for mercy. Zhang Hao's green bubbles were completely deflated and Golu collapsed on the ground, his green face twisted in despair and howled, Pig God, forgive me. Fate. Revenge is ruined and the fans are turning into black horses. The students' enthusiastic worship came to the stage, and passerby turned his eyes and shouted, Pig King worships. All misunderstandings are wiped out. The strange school worker Zhu Heng sang, Pig King and his wife will live forever, Uncle Pig's prophecy. The remix echoed throughout the audience, Brother Feng's trump card is Pig Mist, and everyone is kneeling down and laughing. Su Wan's braided pig ears were hugged with a cute smile, brother, the whole family is wiped out, and the live broadcast has exceeded 10 billion. The auditorium bell rang, dong dong dong, for the championship, and the referee shouted, Qin Feng's group wins with a decisive victory. School celebration Pig King S+++ champion. Thousands of people cheered and the electronic beat of pig humming shook the sky. Qin Feng's pig head heat wave finally subsided and the green dot on the tip of his nose disappeared, and his heart was as happy as a pig flying, the pig's calamity card was suppressed, the desperate anti-hero was mocked, the villain was defeated and worshipped. Gu Wan patted the pig on the shoulder and trembled with laughter. God control. I'll protect you for the school anniversary continuation. Lin Yuyan handed the ice spring to her nose and blushed. Pig hero, dating an ice pig? Everyone laughed like pig balls and rolled to the ground. The smell of pig sour green juice mixed with ice and fragrant fireworks filled the air, and the hot search for Pig Head Tower Collapse Killer went viral in the universe. In the auditorium, pig sour green mist intertwined with the fragrance of iced lavender to form a strange festive mist. The lanterns and fireworks, pop pop pop, sprayed golden and red light rain like a drunken man's revelry, and sizzled on the stand with tens of thousands of people, smelling like burnt pig skin. The students scurried away but laughed until they stopped laughing. They stared at the afterimage of the Pig King in the center of the stage and swallowed wildly. The pig mist tower collapses. The first in the universe. Qin Feng S+++ pig god, the hot search exceeded 50 billion, and the pig nose will be passed down to the school history forever. Qin Feng's pig nose was as hot as invisible coals burning the tip of his nose. He rubbed the swollen nose, and the green dots pulsed faintly, and the alarm bells in his heart were dinging, premonition of superpower explosion, hidden dangers of fireworks and water mist in the family's old house, and a new pit under the Pig King's halo. But there was a flood of admiration from all around him. He tilted his head, suppressed the fever in his nose and growled to himself, forbearance. The champion's fruit will be picked first, and the pig's disaster will turn the world upside down. The pig green juice on the principal's white robe dripped like snot, and her beautiful eyes shone with admiring mist. She floated down to the stage, her staff buzzed and summoned the golden crown to Kala and hung in the air. The sound penetrated the eardrums like thunder. Qin Feng. Pig Mist Reverse Tower S+++ is the ironclad proof, the school celebration is over. The Ultimate Champion. Award, 10 Magic Source Crystals, Improved Talent Without Backlash, Pig King's exclusive dormitory upgraded to S level, School History Pig God Monument. Thousands of people in the audience hit the floor with their jaws, and passerby C's eyes exploded and he yelled, Pig King of Origin Crystals. The dormitory is S level, and the hot search for Pig Nose Reaching Stars is so popular. Lin Yuyan's blue robe is messy, and the remaining strands of ice mist are tangled in her hair. The sour smell of lavender pigs is tangy. Her beautiful eyes are as red as ripe peaches, her fragrant shoulders are trembling, and her fragrant lips are trembling as she cries, Pig Hero. Source, give me a piece of love. Bingzhu CP, I misunderstood and quit the competition. I was so embarrassed that I went on a date with Bingquan to wash my nose. The students laughed and pointed at her shoulders. The class beauty kneels down and licks the pig's nose. The hot search for Bingzhu marriage news makes her become a fan at the speed of light. Qin Feng's pig nose rolled with heat, he narrowed his pig eyes, and sprayed green bubbles from his nose. Lin Yuyan's blue robe made a pop sound. She screamed and her shoulders shook wildly, but she burst into laughter. Pig Bubbles kiss. Hero, spare your life, ice mist exchanges for a date. Teacher Gu Wan was anxious. 5.0 Pig juice was dripping on her robe like a rag, her beautiful eyes turned like windmills, and her fragrant shoulders were shaking to the point of cramps. She patted Qin Feng's pig shoulder with a loud snap, and her voice trembled like a pig's snort, the genius who controls the pig. Teacher Yuanjing borrowed the diamond, and got full marks in the finals. The flight is upgraded, and the burnt pig juice is worth it. My parents' fireworks and water mist rushed across the stage, and my dad roared and laughed, hugging the pig's waist. My son, Pig Nose, is proud of me. Yuan Jing's family tradition of fireworks has been upgraded, and the whole family is reunited with a low-key smile. The green juice steamed with water mist, sizzles, with colorful bubbles. The genius pig's mother's protection has come true, and the S-level mother in the dormitory patrols to prevent pitfalls. Su Wan's long braid wrapped around the pig's ears cutely jumped into a group, Brother Shin Yuan Jing. Sister Shu's live broadcast contract has been renewed by tens of billions, and the Pig King's family bucket hot search has exceeded 100 billion. Li Xiu's slim face pig hum wrapped the mix reverberated with a buzz, and he rolled and hugged the pig's legs and sang, Brother Feng Yuanjing Pig King. Pit King Pig Pen Super Magic Continuation, Pig and Chipmunk Dormitory Party. The school janitor's greasy pig body hugged the giant pig arch, and the pig's nose sprayed green slag and stuck to the gold crown, Pig King Uncle Clothes. Yuan Jingjing repairs the pig couple's file, hot search for 3 billion batteries dis whole school. Zhang Hao's green bubble collapsed into a ball of paper, and he knelt down with a pale face and offered the remains of his staff, Pig God, spare your life. I will break the slag and turn it into fans for eternity. The whole audience roared with laughter, and the electronic beats shook the sky. The students' eyes turned white and they roared, the Pig King has gained a lot. The misunderstanding is gone and the world is dominating. But the celebration fireworks, bang, into the sky, the principal squeezed the seal, and the golden and red fireballs rained down and hit the dome of the auditorium. The pig sour green mist mixed with the burnt smell stung the nose and lungs. The audience held their heads and, swish, to dodge and laughed misunderstood, Pig King fireworks show. Tower collapse continues to hit hot searches, avoid pig rain and laugh like crazy. The residual heat from Qin Feng's pig nose suddenly buzzed and exploded, and the green dot flashed wildly and the heart sank into Gu Wan, backlash locked. The superpower is out of control, the source crystal absorbs the nose and explodes the fireball rain, turning it into a real disaster. The wings of the nose swelled into a pig mountain and arched into the air, the green fog burst into the air, corroded the fireworks and turned into colorful green fire rain, and poured wildly. Thousands of people screamed and screamed, eyes widening, the King of Pigs backlash show. Fireballs and pigs rain cosmic disaster, the hot search for celebrating pigs destroying schools is pre-exploded. Lin Yuyan's beautiful eyes flashed suspiciously, and cold electricity locked on Qin Feng's pig nose, whispering, the pig hero's shady story. The school should be destroyed in the source crystal, and the ice spell is verified. The ice mist in her blue robe hissed wildly, and the ice arrow shot the pig's nose with a whoosh, but the spell was paranoid and out of control, the backlash, buzzed, green ice exploded on itself, and the blue robe froze into an ice pig sculpture. Cracks, cracked wildly, beautiful eyes widened, shoulders frozen and trembling, crying, eat me as an ice pig. I misunderstood the pig god, please forgive me, rainbow breaks the curse. There was a burst of laughter for 3 seconds in the audience, and the students pointed out and sprayed, the class beauty eats the ice pig. The hot search for, Yu Yan kneeling on the ice sculpture, makes her laugh to death, the Pig King innocently wins. Li Xiu and Su Wan's parents rushed into the rescue. Li Xiu made the mistake of casting a curse on the pig pen to buzz and summon 10 mini pigs to hum to block the rain of fireballs. Sister Mouse breaks the ice. Brother Pig Nose's live broadcast continues. My father's firework shield exploded into colorful smoke, and my mother's water mist shield steamed up the green mist into rainbow bubbles. The whole family blocked the attack. Gu Wan. The pig-nosed shield buzzed and opened, the fireball buzzed and crashed, and green juice sprayed on her face. She rolled her beautiful eyes and complained and screamed, the pig-nosed shield collapsed. The students revolted against each other, and the teacher was scorched to death with a 6.0. The full score of Yuanjing is worth celebrating. The pig rain fireball smashed the shield into a rainbow with a buzz. The magic rotated and rose with a buzz. The pigskin on the auditorium dome flicked and turned into a dazzling golden light from the Hongqiao. The smell of sour green ice incense fireworks melted into a sweet festive mist. Qin Feng's pig nose heat wave accidentally absorbed the source crystal, ZZ, the green mist nose exploded and turned into the ultimate rainbow pig mist, bang, swallowing the fireball rain, the self-made colorful bubbles, puff, sprayed the whole place, and the ice pig sculpture, Kra, melted with rainbow water. Lin Yuyan's beautiful eyes turned red, her fragrant shoulders trembled wildly, and she fluttered into her arms. The Pig Rainbow Divine Solution. The Ice Pig CP Rainbow Marriage, the misunderstanding will disappear forever, and the hot search for true love will last forever. Gu Wan's eyes were as wide as a pig's plate, and her voice was as trembling as sieve chaff in admiration. Screaming, the ultimate pig rainbow. The S++++ genius explodes, the teacher's shield collapses and the powder explodes to protect him for life. Thousands of people in the audience knelt down in worship, their eyes burst into blood vessels and their chins smashed through the floor and yelled, Pig Rainbow celebrates the ultimate victory. The source crystal backfires and transforms into a god, the Pig Emperor of the Qin Feng campus universe. The principal's white robe is wrapped in rainbow light, and his beautiful eyes tremble and he claps thunderously. The source crystal proves the super. The Pig King's dormitory is added to the Pig Garden, and the Rainbow Monument will be passed down forever. The upgraded rainbow version of Li Xiu's rap was buzzing and deafening. Brother Feng and Pig Rainbow are the ultimate. The whole family of the cheating king is blocking the gods, and the billion-dollar Rainbow Pig show is hotly searched. Su Wan's braided rainbow bubbles covered her body and she giggled and hugged each other. Brother Hong saves my sister. The cute video of Rat and Pig's parents is endless. Her parents hugged each other with fireworks and water mist, roaring and laughing. Zhu Honger, the whole family is happy. Low-key and counterintuitive mom and dad will always be proud. The school janitor hugged the pig and arched the Hongqiao, Uncle Pig Hong's prophecy. Zhang Hao's green bubble Hong Pao knelt down and circled, Rainbow Pig Rao Yong. Revenge of the Rainbow Pink Top. The students were enthusiastic, and Hong Pao sprayed sweet pigs and choked with laughter. The hot search, Pig Rainbow celebrates the universe show, will always be on the list. After handling the trivial matters, Gu Wan summoned a fireball to repair the tower wall, and the pig's skin sizzled the rainbow golden talisman. Her scorched hair dripped with rainbow juice and her beautiful eyes were filled with water mist, full marks for the Pig Rainbow Repair Tower. The teacher patrolled the dormitory to prevent loss of control. Lin Yuyan handed the ice spring to her nose and spat shyly, hero dating Hong Bing. The class beauty turned to the agent's hot search package. The whole family laughed and laughed. Qin Feng's pig nose gradually receded and the tip of his nose was cool, and his heart felt like a pig flying into the sky. He suppressed the pig disaster source Jing and I, taunted and licked Hong Shenli, and the villain worshipped himself. The S-class aura of the Pig Garden dormitory is added, and the treasures of fame and status are flowing in gold, but there is a dull pain at the root of the nose, the premonition of fireworks and water mist in the family's old house, the undercurrent of a new crisis for the Pig King, and the ultimate form of superpower is ready to explode. In the auditorium, the rainbow pig mist rolled like a dreamy syrup, gulu gulu, the sweet pig sour mixed with lavender ice fragrance went straight into the nostrils, and the rainbow bubbles burst, puff pop, in the tens of thousands of people in the stands. The students laughed until their noses flew with sticky-colored juice. Their eyes turned into pig plates and they all locked onto the pig-nosed hero in the center of the stage. Their throats gurgled and they swallowed saliva and roared, Pig Rainbow Emperor. Source crystal is against the sky. Pig God, the hot search exceeded 200 billion, and the school history Pig Garden will be a legend forever. Qin Feng's pig nose gradually subsided and swollen, and the tip of his nose was as cool as an ice spring. 10 golden lights from the source crystal buzzed around the palm of his hand and hit his face with heat. He narrowed his pig eyes, and his heart was filled with achievements, but there was a faint sting at the root of his nose like needles. Fireworks and water mist in the family's old house, hidden dangers of traditional magic from parents, is the sequel to the pig disaster under the aura of the Pig King. But the crowd's admiration surged in with a boom. He suppressed his itchy nose with his pig head, and hummed to himself, Pig Emperor, hold back. The crisis has been reversed and the whole family is happy. The origin crystal pig nose is invincible and makes the universe laugh. The principal's white robe is flashing with rainbow light, pig green juice is ticking, her beautiful eyes are worshipping the water mist turning like a windmill, the staff, Kara, summons the golden tablet pig nose relief to stand, buzzing, the sound is like a pig humming and the thunder is deafening. Pig rainbow S++++ super verification. Qin the Fengzhou Emperor, the pig garden in Yuanjing dormitory has double S levels, the school anniversary monument has a golden body, and the whole school's pig school started. Thousands of people hit the floor with their jaws, and passers-by's eyes burst into blood vessels and they sprayed rainbow snot. Pig garden pig school. The class has started, and the students are all pig-nosed fans. Lin Yuyan's blue robe was covered with rainbow bubbles, and the lingering fragrance of ice mist filled her nostrils. Her beautiful eyes were as red as burning shrimps, her fragrant shoulders were trembling and she knelt forward, her fragrant lips trembling as she cried and laughed, husband of the pig Hong Emperor. Yuanjing Bingquan dating. Bingzhu CP's hot search arranged it, and the class beauty knelt down to lick the eternal fans. I was blinded by the misunderstanding. The students snickered and pointed at her, shaking her shoulders, the class beauty Bingzhu's wife. The hot search for Yu Yanzhu marriage is scheduled to turn into fans at the speed of light. The residual heat from Qin Feng's pig's nose, sprayed colorful bubbles and sticky Lin Yu's blue robe, snap, she screamed and her shoulders trembled wildly but she laughed like a pig soaked in rainbow kiss. The hero spares his wife, ice and mist exchange for honeymoon. Teacher Gu Wan's scorched hair 6.0 rainbow juice dripping down the robe like a rainbow rag, beautiful the pig's eyes were spinning in circles, her shoulders were shaking and cramping, she pounced on Qin Feng's pork shoulder, and the pop resounded throughout the auditorium, her voice trembling like a pig's cry, pig rainbow divine control. Teacher, I borrow 10 pink top source crystals, the pig science instructor escorts me to the gods, the burnt pig juice rainbow is worth the money. My parents' fireworks and water mist. The rainbow body rushes to the stage, and the father roars and laughs, hugging the pig loin and booming with the fireworks, pig emperor's father, the pig nose is proud. Yuanjing's family tradition of fireworks turns into a pig, and the whole family has a low-key pig garden party. The mother bursts into tears and kisses the pig's nose with a double chirp sound, and the water mist steams the rainbow juice to sizzle in colorful colors. Bubble, genius pig emperor mother patrols the pig garden to prevent pitfalls, and the source crystal has no backlash and the whole family will always laugh. Su Wan's long braided rainbow bubble wraps around the pig's ears and cutely jumps into a group. Giggle, the mouse yells, brother pig emperor Yuanjing. Sister Mouse's live broadcast pig rainbow renews the contract with 1 trillion yuan, the pig king's family's hot search universe breaks the record. Li Xiu's thin-faced rainbow pig hummed and rapped to a thunderous electronic beat of buzz buzz. He rolled and hugged the pig's legs and sang loudly, brother Feng, pig rainbow emperor is the ultimate. Pit King Pig Garden Super God Party, the mini pig pen is the favorite of the whole school. The school janitor's greasy pig body hugged the giant pig on the arch of the Hongqiao, and the pig nose sprayed rainbow slag, slap bang, sticky gold tablet, brother pig emperor kneels down. Yuanjingjing pig couple files Hongqiao, hot search for 500 billion dis planet. Zhang Hao's green rainbow collapsed into a ball of colored paper, and he knelt and turned around in circles to offer the remains of his staff. The laughing mad pig roared loudly, the rainbow bubbles, pop, filled their noses with sweet and sour mist, and the students turned their eyes white and roared, the pig emperor is full of harvests. The god of the origin crystal pig park is Yongba, and all misunderstandings have been eliminated. Search the pig universe. The celebratory fireworks went up again. The principal's seal exploded and the golden and red fireballs rained down on the pig skin on the dome. The sour flavor of the rainbow pig melted into festive honey. The audience dodged and laughed with their heads in their hands. Pig Emperor fireworks continue. Hongta Pig Rain hot search laughs to death. Source crystal absorbs the smoke and water mist from the fireworks in the old house and turns it into a pig disaster. The swollen pig mountain on the nose, hums, arches into the air, the green mist nose explodes, sizzling, and corrodes the fireworks into colorful green pig rain, booming, wildly, the dome of the auditorium, crackers, the pig skin flicks and turns into a pig mist tornado, the light ball pops, the fried pig rainbow bubbles are everywhere, filling the lungs with sour and sweet filling. Thousands of people screamed, their eyes widened and blood vessels exploded. The Pig King backfires on the family show. Fireworks in the old house, pigs extinguish heat, search for a cosmic disaster. My parents' expressions suddenly changed. Fireworks and water mist were flying around. Dad growled and trembled, holding his head. Pig's nose burst into family fireworks. The water mist in the old house turned into pigs, and the whole family's pig garden became a pig disaster. Mom's beautiful eyes turned white with water mist, her shoulders cramped, and she cried, "The genius pig emperor is cheating. Yuan Jing has no backlash against the family." The trap exploded, and the patrol could not prevent the laughter group from being destroyed. Su Wan's pigtailed ears trembled, and the mouse shadows scurried around with a pale face. "Brother, the pig-nosed family is backlash. The old house pig of the rat broadcast is destroyed, and the hot searched girl is cheating the whole family." Lin Yuyan's beautiful eyes flashed suspiciously again, and the cold electricity locked on the pig's nose and whispered, "Pig. The ghost in the emperor's shady family." The ice spell is used to test the fireworks in the old house. The ice mist in her blue robe hissed, and the ice arrow shot at the pig's nose. Daxiang's shoulders were frozen and trembling, and he cried, "I am the pig who is eating the rainbow ice. I misunderstood that the pig emperor spared his wife, and the old house Binkwan asked for help." The whole audience was silent and burst into laughter. The students pointed and sprayed colorful juice. The class beauty eats Hong Bing's wife. The hot search Yuyan's old house kneels down, laughed out loud. The pig emperor innocently wins the family. Teacher Gu Wan's scorched hair 7.0 pig juice sprayed out from the rags of his robe, and the pig with beautiful copper bells turned around like a windmill and screamed, "The pig-nosed family is backlash." The teacher's shield collapsed to protect the old house, and the source crystal is worth destroying. Li Xiu's slim-faced pig hummed with a garbled buzz spell and summoned 100 mini-pigs, hum hum hum, to block the rain of pigs. Pig destroys dis. The school janitor Greasy Pig hugged the pig dragon roll, pig emperor Uncle Pig couple. The old house Jinghong repair pig disaster hot search. Zhang Hao turned around and knelt down, Hongzhu family spare. Revenge of the old house, I will always be a fan. The whole audience burst into laughter and held their stomachs. The pig mist tornado, bang, rolled up the pig's skin on the dome and flicked its tail like a whip whipping the air. The pop resounded, and the smell of the sweet and sour pig ice fireworks made them roll their eyes. Qin Feng's pig nose heat wave unexpectedly absorbed 10 source crystals and swallowed them all. The green mist nose burst turned into the ultimate source crystal pig rainbow mist, rumbling, and swallowed the pig rain tornado, and the self-made million rainbow bubbles sprayed the whole place with puff 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 and went straight to the phantom of the old house. The scene of fireworks and water mist, buzzing, in the old house emerged. My father's firework bombed and exploded into a pig fire dragon. My mother's water mist steamed into a sea of pig mist. The pig rainbow mist sizzled through it like a laser. The firework and water mist reversed and turned into a golden Kara pig garden like a family shield, and the beautiful pig nose relief shone. The parents' phantom eyes widened and burst into blood vessels, and their jaws hit the floor and roared, "Pig Emperor Yuan Jing is against the family." Fireworks, water mist, pig rainbow god, old house pig garden parents will always be proud. Su Wan's mouse phantom cutely danced and hugged the group and clucked, "Brother Yuan Jing, mouse pig old house." The live broadcast of the pig garden will continue for trillions. Rainbow ice pig sculpture Lin Yuyan, Kara, melted the rainbow water. Her beautiful eyes were blushing, her fragrant shoulders were shaking wildly, and she was crying and laughing. Emperor Zhu Hong has solved the old house. The shady misunderstanding of ice pig wife is gone forever. Yuan Jing is keeping the old house for honeymoon. Teacher Gu Wan's eyes pierced the pig's nose, her voice was trembling and she screamed in admiration, "Yuan Jing Zhu Hong family S++++++." The teacher is a fan of the old house patrolling, and the divine control shield collapses in the universe. Thousands of people in the audience knelt down in admiration, their eyes exploded, their blood vessels burst, their jaws smashed through the floor, and they shouted in unison, Yuanjing Pig Emperor kills the family. Hongwu's old house is awesome, Qin Feng universe is the eternal emperor. Li Xiu's Rainbow Pig Rap Ultimate Version, Buzz Buzz, shattered the eardrums, Brother Feng Yuanjing Pig Hong Emperor. The whole family is blocked by the king of the old house, and the trillion pig garden universe is hotly searched. The uncle hugged the pig and bowed to Yuanjing, Uncle Pig Emperor's prophecy came true. The couple's old house Hong Jingxi Yong Dis. Zhang Hao Green Bubble Yuanjing rapped his knees and turned 8 times, Yuanjing Pig Emperor Yong Fan. The old house took revenge and knelt down to smash the rainbow. The students went crazy, Yuanjing Rainbow Bubble, Puff, Sweet Pig Sour Mist choked with laughter and sprayed juice, and the hot search, Yuanjing Pig Rainbow Family Counter Universe show, topped the list of 100 million. The trivial matters ended with a smile. Gu Wan summoned the Yuanjing fireball to repair the pigskin, sizzling, rainbow gold talisman in the auditorium, and the beautiful water-misted pig plate turned in circles and worshipped, full score for the Yuanjing pig rainbow repair. Teacher Zhuyuan tutor will patrol to prevent loss of control and protect forever. Lin Yuyan handed the ice spring to her nose and kissed the rainbow juice. Pig Emperor's husband Yuanjing is dating the old house. Class agent hot search package ice pig wedding. The parents of the firework and water mist Yuanjing rolled the rainbow bubble group, Zhu Dier's family is reversed. The low-key pig garden parents patrol Xiaoyong. Su Wan's long-braided Yuanjing bubble hugged her. The whole family's live broadcast ended with, Brother Feng's pig garden party is on. Qin Feng's pig nose is completely gone, the tip of the nose is crystal clear, the source crystal golden light merges into the blood without backlash and a warm current surges through the body, and the emotion in his heart is like a pig flying into the sky. The campus hero Piggywan has gained an S-class aura, and treasures of fame and status are flowing freely. Misunderstandings have been eliminated, and the logic of the dual crisis at home and campus has collapsed. All the members are reunited like pigs laughing. But the root of the nose is hidden and shining, the ultimate form of superpower is gaining momentum, a new adventure in the pig garden of the family's old house, the pig emperor's continued trap in the universe. The humming beat of the whole place echoed forever, he laughed, the door of the pig garden dormitory opened with a click, and new crisis jokes were waiting to happen. But suddenly the pig's nose became hot, and Qin Feng's heart alarm rang wildly. On the day of the finals, the pig's head exploded in anticipation of recurrence. The principal's white robe flashed in the distance, his eyes locked on the auditorium. Tomorrow's finals, I will be here in person to verify Qin Feng's S-level. Night Wind Wan laughed, and the crisis was brewing, and the Pig King was preparing for a decisive blow. But the residual heat in the pig's nose flashed, and Qin Feng's heart alarm rang. He had a premonition of losing control of his superpower, the family crisis was surging, and the Pig King was gaining momentum for a new war.